All right, well, welcome to a very special edition of Retsutalk. This is episode 45. We have a guest extravaganza, Slowbeef's here.
Hello.
And today we're doing a little something unique, which is why we have the likes of Cheezum, General Ironicus,
Hello.
and a gentleman whose name on Skype is 100 HOGS AGREE.
Hey, how's it going?
All right. The reason we have so many people is there's been some talk, some rumors, some clamoring to get these two to play some sort of tabletop fantasy type D&D-ish experience sort of game, and that's the actual title of no, we're gonna play Dungeon World.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yay.
And I'll be running it. I'll be the dungeon master.
He has mastery upon us. I am General Ironicus, who's been in a few of these before, and I'll be playing Samuel Salazar, Swordsman of the Sierra, a human, because that's an option these days, a human dashing hero with bright eyes, a fashionable hat, functional clothes, and a toned body.
Sounds more like a personal ad than anything else.
Oh, he's taken, ladies.
I don't think so. Samuel is on the market. He'd be on the prowl if he knew what that meant.
All right, Chip, what is your character?
My character is Carl. He's a human thief with criminal eyes, a hooded head, common clothes, and he's got a very flabby body. He's middle-aged, and he is simply a thief just because his little business venture, which was a used scroll shop, was a very poor idea, and he is in a lot of debt now.
Mm-hmm. All right.
All right.
Slowbeef?
So, just as a side note, I have never played any sort of tabletop game. This is, like, really my first experience with it. I had a lot of questions before this started.
And there'll be more, I'm sure.
So I'm a really boring character, I think. I'm a neutral human fighter named Romero. I have eager eyes, shorn hair, tan skin, and I'm built, because I'm a fighter. I think my character is sort of a washed-up celebrity in whatever a celebrity passes for in this world. I just made that up like 5 minutes before we started. I'm sorry.
That's fine,
okay?
that's okay. That's how I play games, so don't worry about it.
All right.
I guess since I forgot to mention, Samuel, his character hook is that he's never really done anything like this before, and is desperate to make sure no one finds out.
Wait, can I have that? That's good.
Are we all desperate here? Are we all desperate men?
Well, it depends about what Diabetus has going on for him.
Well, I got home like 2 minutes ago, and I pulled up this mage PDF that you sent me.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. There has some names here, some suggested names, and they all suck.
Yeah, just pick the first one. That's good.
How about Diabetus the Mage?
No.
I think this is a good opportunity to go through the character creation, since you need to do it.
Oh,
all right,
okay,
let's do this together. So I have this PDF document open. What do I do now?
When you make a Dungeon World character, it basically boils down to picking your class and checking a bunch of boxes. It's all baked into your character sheet pretty well. So yeah, let's take a look at the mage. Just saying that for the benefit of the folks at home.
Right, of course.
Turn the page.
Wash your hands.
I'm looking at the mage too. Okay.
Yep, so we'll go down the list. So you've chosen a class, which is mage. Choose a race. You either choose elf or human. And they have effects you can have because of that.
I don't want to go too far from my own self in a first foray into this, so let's go with human.
Okay. So that means that
100%.
Yeah.
Were y'all human?
Yes.
They're all humans.
They all are.
Okay.
And then you need a name. You can make one up, or
Lilyhammer.
Like a Lilyhammer?
Yeah, that's
the Netflix series.
That's the ad I'm seeing right now. That or City, like the bank. I'm looking around my room.
I like to be called Bank of America, the mage.
How about Bohan?
Bohan?
Yeah, he's the bad guy from Heavenly Sword, which is the game that was up to my right.
What the hell? Why not Bohan?
Bohan. the
Throw that on
mage.
that paw.
I'm gonna slap it on your paw.
I did already.
Okay.
Okay, so next you
Somebody's
choose
on the ball.
Hand.
what your
Is that
character looks like.
DOHAN?
Yes.
Like that. Okay.
All right. So,
So
the
now-
next step you said.
Is the look. There's some stuff in the upper right that lets you pick what the guy looks like.
I can have 3 hairstyles: styled hair, wild hair, or pointed hat hair.
It's very pointy underneath the hat.
It's like having hat hair or bed head, but for wizards.
How's that different than wild hair?
It just
It comes
I
with
just don't have a
hat.
hat to go along with it. Okay, pointed hat sounds kind of like it's enforcing racist stereotypes of mages, so I'm just going to go with wild hair.
okay.
Then you got worn robes, stylish robes, or strange robes.
Mm.
Let's go with strange robes,
Okay.
because I'm intrigued.
There's nothing under those
And-
strange robes.
Can you have a Retsupurae logo on the robe so we can like advertise while we do
very
this?
strange.
Yeah, definitely.
Alright.
And just say Retsupurae every now and then.
Yes, exactly.
And then I can choose between a pudgy body, creepy body, or thin body. Can you describe a creepy body to me and say it in kind of a pervy voice?
I can't, I'm afraid, but maybe Ironicus can.
Those are my only 3 choices. The
I'd
mages just can't be fucking ripped.
I'd imagine it's like, is it kind of like if you were an evil sorcerer where your body's kind of hooked and maybe you're a little bony and...
I like to imagine like the name and the look are just sort of like typical jumping off points if you don't have a better idea.
Mhm.
These are things that are definitely very wizardy.
I mean, everybody wants to be pudgy, thin, or creepy. So let's get the usual ones out there.
You should have fucking called fighter before I did that. I'm built. I'm jacked. I'm the situation. Ooh, that's not a bad character.
I'll be a thin, lean mage.
Okay.
Because a pudgy mage is just impractical for an adventure.
Mhm.
I'd get winded while everyone goes ahead and beats dragons and shit.
Okay.
Isn't Carl a pudgy? What are you again? Thief?
Yeah, I'm a fat ass thief.
All right, got it. That makes sense.
Very light but very fat fingers.
Yeah.
I don't think you're taking this seriously. But...
It's okay. He doesn't have to. That's the brilliance of it. Okay, so
Okay,
next.
so I forgot to print this out, so I'm just using the highlight tool.
That's fine. So the next thing you do is you choose your stats.
Okay.
The way stats work is everything you do in this game, you roll some dice, and higher numbers make it so you're better at doing stuff.
Now, since all of your specifically mage moves use intelligence, I'd recommend you put your biggest number in there.
Yeah, holy crap.
So how come under intelligence it says stunned -1?
That things can happen to you, and if they do, you get a negative. And
Like I quote Wikipedia so accurately it stuns people?
yeah, maybe yes.
Wow, that's
Or,
intelligent.
someone shows you, like, goes back in time and shows you 5 years ago what you're doing right now. You would be stunned, and then you would take a -1 to all of your intelligence rolls for a while.
Or if you read about the shit going on with the Mighty Number 9 controversy, you would be stunned and lose a bit of
I feel a
intelligence.
little
I feel like
shaky.
that would be confused, frankly, or maybe shaky. It might be shaky.
I'm confused, scarred, and sick right now. That's like -3.
Right.
So how do I put numbers into my smarts?
Well, the top number is the base value, which would be 16 in this case, if you use the highest number.
Okay.
And then the bottom number below that line is the modifier. So that'd be +2. That's what you
Okay.
add to rolls when you make a roll.
Okay, so I put 16 intelligence in there.
Okay, so then you
And
just
two
kind of
modifiers.
assign the other stats based on what you think you might be doing in this adventure.
Okay.
Strength is being beefy, dexterity is like dodging shit, constitution is just like withstanding stuff,
Being a
wisdom is
shit
like kind of
brick
street
house.
smarts and perception.
Yeah.
And charisma is, being personable.
How to make
So,
friends and
total-
influence people is charisma.
Total noob question. How does wisdom differ from intelligence?
Intelligence is like book smarts, like stuff you've learned. Wisdom is kind of like your senses and your perceptions.
All right,
Which
let me
lets
put
me
it
throw
this
larger
way.
fireballs.
Intelligence.
Intelligence. Think of how many really accomplished engineers are libertarians who invest in Bitcoin.
Right.
That
They
is
have
the
a little
difference
wisdom.
between intelligence and wisdom.
I think I understand now. Okay, I'll do 15 dex, 13 wisdom, 12 Constitution.
There we go.
9 Charisma.
Yeah, okay,
Because
sure.
I'm shy. And 8 Strength minus 1 modifier.
Yeah, so you're bad at lifting stuff. But that's okay.
Not in real life.
So now, your damage, whenever you hit someone with your wizard stick or whatever you've got, that's a D4. I wouldn't recommend it.
Disgusting.
It's not going to be your main mode of beating.
People off,
but your
right?
HP is, you said, 12 for Constitution?
Yes.
Wizards add 4, so your max and therefore current HP comes to 16.
Okay.
And I'll put that on your pog.
Pog is the tabletop equivalent of an avatar, more or less, right? For the folks at home.
Yeah, we call them that because often they're round like pogs.
Now, I'm saying that for the benefit of people who don't listen or play tabletop, but I don't think those people have actually listened in at this point.
But you could call them tokens or figurines or
Tuned
whatever
out.
the hell, your avatar, whatever you choose. Just a visual representation of what the fuck you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Okay, what about armor? Am I wearing any?
Okay, we'll get to that in a second. We'll go down this list here.
Not yet.
So,
Tell me about my strange robes.
okay, so now you choose your starting moves.
Okay.
For you get Arcane Learning and cast a spell, just by default, and Spell Focus, which we'll get to in another second. But you want to choose between Black Magic or Counterspell. So you can either use spells to wreck stuff, or use spells to stop people from wrecking you with magic. One of the two.
I want to wreck shit.
Then you want Black Magic, so check that off.
Yeah!
Now let's go back to Spell Focus.
Yes. So I think there's a second page here.
Yep.
A third page, actually.
Yeah.
So basically, there's a bunch of things that you would draw your magical power from, and you pick one of them that you represent how you want to be able to cast magic. And you'd use that to describe what you're doing, and it kind of limit what kind of things you can do. It's at the very bottom of that PDF.
Okay. Oh, I see. So this is my arsenal, more or less.
Basically, you pick one of these.
Yeah, you're picking your specialty.
Oh, okay. Pick one.
So we've got
That's
the Abyss. So if you want to conjure horrors and transfigure living flesh, or the Twilight if you're into dancing with shadows or shrouding the truth. The Forest if you want to unmake the artificial and commune with nature, you fucking hippie.
Pass.
That sort of
Hmm.
thing.
Any recommendations? So the storm is controlling weather.
Yep, shooting lightning, force lightning,
The tower, is that where I sang about King's Quest 6 or something? So.
What a great hit single.
For kind of a stereotypical mage, I go with the storm or the winter or the dragon. One of those.
Dragon. What's the dragon?
Dragon is burning shit and just being reckless.
Reckless destruction is one of your aligned things.
Yes.
Using subtlety is one of your opposed things.
Opposed to healing or repairing.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
God, these all look so good.
Oh my god.
All right. Let's wreck shit.
Okay.
I'm going all in with black magic. Let's dragon it.
Okay.
So
So write that down.
You get an extra look. Either greens. Oh, sorry, I'm reading the wrong one. Either an aura of warmth, a dragon tail, or a scaled body. That's how you get a weird body. Okay, that's how it.
That's how. Yeah. Just do the first one, please.
Yeah, aura of warmth. I don't want a tail.
Okay.
And what if I get an itch?
Oh
I
my
can't scratch
god.
it.
That means his aligned aspects are form of the dragon, burning with fire or passion, and reckless destruction, while he's opposed to, as we mentioned, healing or repairing and using subtlety.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a usual experience for tabletop where one guy comes in unprepared?
Oh
Yes.
yeah, totally.
All the time. Never. It's never not this.
Gotcha.
One side note: the Mage playbook and My Dashing Hero are both by Jacob Randolph. They are a pair of the many fan-made Dungeon World playbooks. You can go shop for him on DriveThruRPG. He also posts on the essay forums as Gnome7 and is a cool guy.
I agree.
Is that at the end of the advertisement portion of this?
Yep, that's the end of my plug.
Also, you can buy Dungeon World. It's $25 for a book. It's great.
But the text
So far,
is
worth it.
Creative Commons, so it's totally free. However,
It
the
is.
book is worth it. It's a very pretty book.
It is very pretty.
Aw.
Okay, so you got that.
This whole
done.
podcast has an aura of warmth.
So next thing you got, Diabetus, back on the first page, you pick your alignment. Basically, this gives you experience for doing stuff that is in line with your alignment. So just pick whatever you want to do the most.
Good, neutral, or evil.
Well, I don't want to be evil. But goody. Yeah, I'll be neutral.
Okay.
So you will gain extra
Because I'm pretty
experience.
chill and cash. It's kind of a cash alignment, I think.
I'm so glad you're giving us your thought process for this, where it's...
No, it's fine. It's cool.
Whenever
I
you
know.
discover something about a magical mystery in a session, you'll get extra XP for it.
Cool. But I won't really care about it too much because I'm neutral.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll be like,
Okay, so now on the second page, you need to choose your gear.
all right.
You start with your dungeon rations, which is your food.
And
And,
an indestructible arcane treasure through which you draw power.
Yeah, what do you draw power from? A physical object. It can be whatever you want.
Of these selections?
No,
or-
just you make something up.
Coffee.
Does coffee exist in this world?
It will if you
Beans.
say so. This
Yes.
is a
My
shared
strange
narrative
robes.
Tea.
How about my wild hair? Can I get power from my wild hair like a Saiyan?
You know what? You can, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Then
then
have my hair give me power.
you choose from each of those categories there what you want.
Bag of books?
A bag of books gives you bonuses when you spout lore about, learning things, telling people things about the world.
Will Slowbeef be more likely to bully me since he's a fighter and I'm carrying a bag of books?
Probably.
Okay.
I won't, though.
That's what they all say. I remember.
Me too.
I
No.
want to keep it simple. I'll just take the armor.
I'm like your jock friend, is the thing. You know?
That's an oxymoron.
I'm like that guy from American Pie in 1 and 2 who didn't come back from the wedding, the lacrosse player.
The pie?
Oh, I was thinking the guy who totally died in Chronicle, but whatever.
Hmm
American Pie Chronicle?
Oh, yeah, that's...
There's been like 8 of those movies now. It's weird.
It's one of the direct-to-video ones where they fly around in space.
Okay, so I'll take a staff and I'll take a healing potion.
Okay.
So now you're caught up with the rest of us, who are at the step where we introduce our character. So,
I think that was a good introduction, so let's move on.
yeah, I'm going to choose my bonds now. Bonds are a resource
All right, keep that to yourself, man.
where having relationships with the people in your party is something that defines your character and is also something you can draw on. You can add your bonds to when you want to aid or assist one another. That adds to that role. So I'm going to say that Carl realizes just how great I am.
Yeah.
However, what's this wizard's name? Bohan?
Yes.
Bohan is someone I can rely on to make me look good.
Yeah, okay. Ye of little faith.
Wait, no. I'm changing that one to the next one. Was it Romero is someone I can rely on to make me look good. Because, I mean, I'm in his entourage. His celebrity is going to rub off on me.
Oh, my former celebrity. I mean, I don't realize that, but...
While Bohan needs to work on their appearance. That's my 3 bonds.
Hey, I got 9 charisma.
It's not great.
It's almost double digits.
Okay, so everyone has to have at least one bond. Having more is nice. You don't need to if you don't want to. So, Chip. How about you?
Well, I'm looking at my bonds because.
I'm still trying to remember what all of you are called.
I think I know what I want my bonds to be.
Okay, go for it.
Carl is soft, but I will make him hard like me.
Oh.
And
You're not even reading from the thing.
I worry about the ability of Bohan to survive in the dungeon.
Oh.
They put you all your names in the name so you can look at it
Let's see.
and know.
Because the 4 of us have never spoken before.
Right.
Are you going to do one for Samuel? Or
Okay. Samuel owes me their life, whether they admit it or not.
Almost certainly true.
All right, I'm going to go with I suspect Romero fears what they do not understand. And Samuel knows the secret to my powers.
Probably.
That I'm just faking it.
Kindred spirits right there.
All right.
You got one for Carl, or are we going to move on to Carl?
I stole something from Samuel.
You
Bohan and I have a con
It was his
running.
heart.
What was that about Bohan again?
Bohan and I have a con running. Also, Romero knows incriminating details about me.
Oh, actually, since you mentioned that, I should add you onto this one. I have shown Carl the power of the arcane arts.
Oh,
Man, a lot of these are strangely sexual.
It's camaraderie, man. It's okay.
are these things like fact, like that? You know, like Carl knows, or that he's shown in the.
Generally, it's basically how you roleplay it. It's either the fact, or maybe it's something that happens in the course of the adventure.
It just means I lit Carl's farts on fire.
Because if at the end of the session you fulfill the bond in some way, you resolve it. However you decide resolve is, then you get experience.
Oh, cool.
Okay. And you get to write a new one, so
yes.
It never really runs out.
Mm-hmm.
It's an impetus to develop your interpersonal relationships, which is a cool thing. Not a lot of games
there's
include
role-playing
that.
books, basically.
It just sort of happens.
Oh.
Or maybe it doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
In a lot of cases.
All right, I'm going to have to make all this happen now.
All right,
That's
so that's it. We all have fully complete characters.
Okay.
All right, so we can get started.
Game over. Oh.
No, that's only the first step. Betas. Okay, so I thought we'd start things kind of in the thick of an adventure instead of just pissing around a town for a while. So I'm going to give you guys some background. You're going to fill it out. You were hired as a group to delve into a cave system, into a hidden underground temple, and retrieve some kind of ancient artifact for whoever hired you. You have gone through the wilderness, through a cave. It wasn't really that terrible, but there were a couple hang-ups on the way. So, Samuel, who hired you to do this?
It was Bearded Jerry. His last name is Jerry. He was actually named Bearded as a child. It's a really unfortunate accident. He's half Knoll, so you can understand where the name came from. Rough birth. But in any case, he wanted us to go down here. I think it was on a bet. I bet you couldn't find someone to take this mission, and Bearded Jerry's like, hell yes. And so here we are.
Okay, so, Carl, why did you take this mission as a group?
Well, personally, I just kind of need a lot of money, and I don't really know anybody here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I wanted to start working on some, maybe running some bootleg spell books or something. And somebody has got spell books. But I'm just here, get some money, and I'm just gonna go.
Okay, what was one of the things you had to overcome on the way to this cave? And just tell me what it is, don't resolve it.
There was a weird magic door on the front of the thing, and it just asked us one question, and we just had to answer that.
Alright, Romero, how did you get past this weird dungeon door?
Oh,
and what was the question, Carl?
Oh, shit. Carl doesn't listen.
The question was,
right.
How many Tuesdays are between the Festival of Flames and the Emperor's birthday? However, it's a trick question.
Yeah, so I said I didn't understand at all, so I just guessed 20 before anyone could even say anything. And something adverse happened.
Alright, what was that thing that happened?
We were swarmed by bees.
Oh. Bohan, how did you resolve this?
I set the bees on fire? I took out a book and said, "Be gone," and they all lit a flame and scattered.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
It has already begun. Okay, so you got through, you traveled from the city to this cave. You delved through it, resolving these terrible problems that you basically caused for yourself. And at the bottom of this cave, you have found basically a well-ish hole with a cover over it, leading deeper into the cave system.
A wireless hole? Like you don't get Wi-Fi?
A round hole with a cover. So you uncover this thing, and you look down, and there is a large, expansive cavern below the cave you're in. It is like 500 feet tall, filled with all sorts of like lush plant life and vines hanging everywhere. You can't see the full extent of it, but it's big. How are you gonna get down? What are you gonna do, guys? And here's where we start operating as a party.
All right.
How far ahead can we see?
You can see down in like the area around outside the hole, so you can see this down to the ground below you. A lot of like plant life, like weird mushrooms growing, moss and vines everywhere. And that's about it right now.
All right. Hold up. I got some adventuring gear with me. All right. And I think it has rope.
Does it have rope?
I thought it had rope.
It has rope if you think it has rope.
Oh, yeah. I think it had rope. I can't see that on my sheet anywhere. But whatever, that's got rope, yeah.
Okay.
So what if we tie... I'm the most boring adventurer. What if we tie it to something and climb down?
That is a perfectly reasonable avenue of exploration. Yes.
Are you all with me on
We
this?
could tie it to Carl. He seems like he'd make a good anchor.
Oh, yeah, no, totally. We could lower him first. And that way, like, you know...
Yeah. Lower me down, and then I'll survey the place for traps. Don't let me touch the ground, though. What if the ground is poisonous or something?
Well, can you survey that, like, right before the ground?
Wear some shoes.
You can lower him down. I mean, you do what you want.
Is there like a frog or a bat around here we could throw on the ground to make sure it's not poisoned?
There's some rocks and various cavey kind of things around you.
We have rocks, Carl. What do you think?
I'm more into throwing the frog.
We
I throw the frog down there and it goes splat.
I don't think we have a frog, do we?
I'm going to
In your
use
adventuring gear?
my move plan of action, which means that let me read it. There is always a chandelier, rope, window, cart, easily spooked herd of livestock, or similar unusual environmental hazard handy in any situation in which it would be convenient for you and remotely plausible.
Okay. Well, there are a lot of vines hanging from the ceiling on the underside of this hole that you could probably climb down. Yes.
Oh.
And with that, noticing these vines, I cry, "Ha-ha!" and vault over the shoulders, sort of leapfrogging off of Carl onto one, and I pull it free with my weight and dive straight down into the hole, the whole time just screaming, "Please don't die, please don't die, sweet Jesus, I don't want to die."
Okay. Well, since you're being kind of reckless here, I'm going to say you're going to do a defy danger to not...
I'm going to say I'm going to roll Daring Devil.
Before that happens, can I kind of shrug and
That's
go...
even better, yes.
Can I just shrug and go like, so no one liked the rope plan? Alright, anyway, sorry.
I set your rope on fire. Because I love this alternate plan so much.
Right, so
I got a 9.
Alright, so choose 2 of those things.
Okay. I'm going to choose... I do a crazy acrobatic feat, and I end up exactly where I want to be, down on the ground with a vine that everyone else can follow as well. And I show off and feel fantastic about it.
Alright. Then you do, so next roll you get +1. And everyone else can rather easily... Well, not easily, but you can climb down a roll. He has shown that this vine is safe and it will not kill you.
Inside Samuel's head, he's just like doing this. He's trying not to dance where everyone can see. Finally, I did a good job.
All right, while the three of us are up here, though, I had a rope. Like that was like, what is this about? All right. No, fine. You know, let him have his moment in the sun. That was beautiful. Thanks. Can you hear me down there? Thanks. Good. Whatever. Fine. I'll climb down the vine, I guess.
That was pretty impressive. I thought that was cool.
Well, you would.
Good job. It was really cool.
Bohan, let me talk to you for a second. These two are fucking killing me. All right. Look, I know it looked cool. I'm not gonna fault him for that. I'm just saying I had a rope. It was not necessary. What, you know, forget it. I'll climb down the vine.
All right, me too. I'm right above you.
There.
Wait, why are you? You couldn't have waited because we don't know if it'll support 2 of us. I knew we should have used the rope.
So how many of you are on the vine now? Just let me ask.
I think all of us.
All you
No,
are?
wait, what? Who told you to get on the rope?
Okay.
I have
the
a thin
vine,
body.
It starts like snapping away from the ceiling. You feel it like jerks down like half a foot and then holds, and then does it again. And you think that maybe this vine is not going to hold all 3 of your weight for much longer.
How
What
far-
are you going to do?
How far?
Who
How
is the
far up am I?
heaviest?
You got like good 200 feet till you hit the ground.
shit.
There are other vines and whatnot around you. You could leap to another one.
Oh, I thought there was just the one. Okay, I'm jumping to it. Oh no, I'm gonna tug a vine and then jump to it.
Okay.
Just make sure.
If you're doing it carefully, well, I'll let you just do it. You manage to get to another vine, while the other 2... This vine is weakening very quickly.
Hurry up, Carl.
Well, okay, look, get on my shoulders. I'm just gonna move up to another vine. We'll both be on that vine. Do you want to be on a vine? Do you
Don't
want your own vine?
move to my vine,
We're taking a
Those
different
vines
vine.
support
We're taking
my
this one to the left.
Okay.
because if it's the same vine, you've solved nothing.
Maybe that's
I
a
hop
thief
on
your
Romero's
vine.
vine.
Okay.
What did you do?
Alright, there's a couple of scares,
I think it's
but
Carl's weight that's tipping the vine.
you all managed to make it to the ground without killing yourselves.
All right, I'm gonna Samuel. That was a really good idea with the vine.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Okay. Alright, so, you've hit the ground. You're in kind of like a lush, jungly kind of cave. It's really big. Like, super big. Like, maybe like a mile in diameter.
Oh,
You,
okay.
it's like jungly, but the plant life is more like fungus and like mushrooms than like above ground.
Ew.
Yeah.
I
So
mean,
that-
haha.
yeah. Yes, exactly. Looking around, there's plant life everywhere. All the distant walls are covered in plant life, vines, moss, mushrooms, shrubbery, all that stuff. At the north end of the cavern, about a mile away from you, is it's kind of hard to see, but it looks like there's some kind of temple ziggurat type thing in the distance.
That seems like where we should find this thing. I mean, absolutely, yes, I'm
Look.
sure. Yes.
Hold on. Listen, Carl and I
Uh-huh.
will scout toward the ziggurat at least because he needs more help. Bohan is an idiot. He climbed on the same vine with me after I. You stay back here. Sit. Okay, that's
and
my.
note that we hit the ground safely.
So you're saying you want to split the party?
I've
Yeah.
never had anything bad happen when we do that, ever.
No, never ever.
This is my
Oh.
first day. Whoops.
Oh. Well, let's go. Come on, Carl.
All right.
Let's go there. Ziggurat.
Well, shit.
All right.
I should probably
All right.
try and detect traps on the ziggurat.
That's not a bad idea.
Well, you're very far away from it right now. Like you're
Very
like a
far.
mile away.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah,
Like
I'm trudging
jungle
towards
between
that
you and
ziggurat then.
Yeah.
I think it's so
All right,
hard
you know
about
what?
detecting traps.
Yeah. All right.
It's ziggurat. I know that because my intelligence is high.
All right, guys. Yeah.
It's Samuel.
All right. Carl, come on. We got to get tough here.
All right.
Oh,
Carl,
you
you
haven't
don't-
pogs yet. So, we'll say you trudge through the jungle in the general direction of the ziggurat
Mhm.
for some time. As you move through, you see not that much like animal life, really. It's mostly plants. Now and then you hear noises in the distance, rustling. You don't see anything, though.
Okay.
As you go through, it's been about maybe like 20 minutes of walking. You're not going that fast because you're
Carl-
trying to be careful.
Carl could use it.
You hear a lot of rustling and some clamor coming from ahead of you, and you see like plants shaking, like coming towards you, and you're pretty much sure that something is heading your way. What are you gonna do about this? Say you summoned to a clearing, you've got some space. There are trees around you, and whatnot. What are you gonna do about this?
I'm gonna draw up my huge serrated sword, and I'm gonna yell out like, "Hey, who's there?" But like with more authority that my character would.
Who's
right.
there?
As you bark your order, you are met with screaming and
Oh.
cries for help, and a man with the head of a goat stumbles through the underbrush into the clearing you're in, and looks at you with fear in his eyes, and keeps running. And from behind him bursts a gigantic snake, chasing him.
Oh.
How, like big like a python, or big like a...
Big like an anaconda that would be big enough to swallow any of you whole.
Are they, by the way, is this just me and Carl in this clearing, or is Bohan and Samuel here too?
They're ways behind you. We'll stay together, please.
So we have no idea what's going on?
Carl, you handle the snake. I'll go get these.
No, wait. Is the big-ass snake just chasing the guy?
Yeah, yes, it is.
So he's not paying attention to us?
Not yet.
Alright, you know what? Well, what do we think of Goat Guy?
I mean, we just met Goat Guy. I don't have any attachment to Goat Man.
Oh, dear.
I've got this big serrated sword is the thing.
Right.
You did just whip it out.
Yeah, I mean, it's so hard to sheath it is the thing. You know what? Let's cut the head off that snake.
Okay.
Alright, let me go ahead and send these to the right thing. Hold on, I gotta get the pogs.
The joys of being a DM.
Yes, I forgot all my keyboard shortcuts already.
So me and Salazar just hanging out?
So, what do you think about the fungus here? Right? It's very standard adventuring I've seen many times, yes.
You think it burns easily?
Did they hear the Goat Man? Did they hear that?
They did, yes. They're close enough.
Did you hear that goat sound?
No, it was a scream.
That's just Carl.
Did you hear it sound like a goat screaming and a giant snake?
Yeah, he does that.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't talk to that.
There we go. There's a snake, and there is a goat man. So get it. Come on. You over there.
I'm just gonna remark while I'm doing this. Well, if they heard him scream, I mean, they're probably...
Okay, so go ahead and draw the surroundings around this, if you could.
Okay.
Some stuff you might want to interact with. Various environmental hazards that you might be to use.
Bohan, I heard a scream. That is probably something that adventuring heroes take care of all the time, maybe. I mean, let's go.
Probably check it out, though, shouldn't we?
So we'll say
unless you want to stare at fungus for
here
another,
is the edge
minutes.
where they just of the cheese that came in, and there's like the clearing you're in right here.
I've rescued at least 5 people from screaming. 5's a good number, right? 5? Yeah, 5.
Oh my god,
you don't sound too sure about that.
Drew a snake.
It's kind of a round number, too.
It's a token.
Oh, I see.
Maybe there's a tree here. Yeah, there's a tree here.
Did you make up the thing about the snake because you had that token?
Well, there are tokens for everything, so you just look for what you want. There's a tree there, why not? Anything else with rocks, just whatever.
Alright.
Okay, so this goat, he is heading straight for you. He's looking at you, he sees maybe his salvation, maybe a distraction, just something that could help. And he is coming right up on Romero, just like right at you, and he leaps at you.
He leaps at me?
Leaps at you. Looks like he's trying to leap into your arms.
Alright, I'm just gonna jump out of the way if I could. Do I have to roll for that?
Yeah, that would be Defy Danger then.
Alright.
With Dex. So add your Dex to that, your modifier.
Oh, the modifier, got
plus
it.
your Dex mod, yeah.
2d6 plus 1, got it. I got a 4.
Alright, you don't dodge.
Right.
He lands he hits you right in the chest, and you both go tumbling to the ground.
Okay. And
you got a panicking goat man on top of you with a snake bearing up right behind him.
Carl, if you want to weigh in here anytime, that would be...
Well, I mean, okay, I'm gonna go help, like, lift this goat man off, but also when I'm doing that, I'm gonna see if he has, like, any valuables on him. I mean...
He's wearing a loincloth?
Well, okay.
Is it a magic loincloth or anything?
Alright, put on your Oculus Rift glasses.
You don't think so, no.
Damn it. I'll just lift up the goat man. Gonna help this goat man out.
You pull him to his feet, and the snake is upon you. It is rearing back to strike.
Shit.
Alright.
At you now, because you're closest to it.
Shit.
I'm just gonna say this wouldn't have happened if we used the rope.
You can still use it.
What?
So, Carl, what are you going to do as this snake bears down upon you?
I'm gonna pull out one of my throwing daggers and throw it at his eyeballs.
Alright. Go ahead and give me a volley, then.
Give you what?
A volley. That'll be a
roll.
2d6 plus your dex for throwing.
2d6 plus...
Your Dex
Dexterity.
mod.
Okay. What is my dex mod? This is when I have to look up the thing.
Probably
Is it
plus
6?
2.
Yeah.
Is it 16?
Yeah, it's +2.
Oh, it doesn't matter. We have different things, right?
Oh, wait. Is it slash roll 2d6?
Yes.
So, like, is the snake waiting while he's saying these things?
Well,
No, I'm kidding. Like, is it +2? Let me check my sheet. The snake's like, all right.
no,
This is kind of like VATS in Fallout.
you did an S instead of a 6.
Oh, shit.
And you got the wrong slash, too.
I thought you did this before.
Not with this thing.
Bam.
Oh.
There, you
There
got
we
a
go.
7.
Oh, well, I got a 4, so
Oh, no,
thank
you got a 4. Never mind.
Oh, I got a 4.
What?
Well, that's worse.
Alright. As you go to throw the knife, the snake just bashes into you.
man.
And you go into the ground, and it is starting to wrap around you.
Ah, man, help!
I think by this
Are we
time...
heading towards them this whole time?
Yeah.
At this point, Bohan and Samuel stumble into the clearing and see what's going on.
Okay,
Oh, God.
I'm going to immediately climb the tree.
Hold on, I gotta send this. Oh, God. Hold on. Yeah, okay. There we go. Now I can get that out of the way.
Do I still
Well, I was
have
going to throw a fireball at the tree to illuminate the area and be able to see it better.
You might want to throw a fireball at the snake.
Can we
This-
see the snake clearly at this point?
The snake is currently wrapping around Carl, and
Help.
he has not squeezed yet. Well, he's starting to squeeze. But you're pretty,
Can I throw a fireball at the snake without hurting Carl?
you can throw a fireball at the snake.
Good enough. Let's do it.
So go ahead and try.
Let's see. So how do I do the rolling thing?
You type /roll space 2d6 plus number,
My modifier.
probably 2.
And this is intelligence, right?
Yes.
And that is 2. 14.
Hell
Holy
yes.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
so you're whipping a fireball at him? Go ahead and
Yeah.
describe what happens, since you did so well.
Well, I threw a big-ass fireball that hit the snake right in the head and burned it perfectly from head to tail, leaving like a pile of ash at Carl's feet. And Romero was like, "Wow, you're really good. You should own the Retsutalk."
Well, you don't necessarily kill it outright. You gotta roll damage first. So roll a 1d8 for your damage.
Oh.
Yeah.
I got carried away. Do I modify that with my intelligence?
That does not. You just 1d8.
Okay. 3.
Okay, you do 3 damage. You singe it, and it does like get away from Carl just as it backs away from the fire, because it's a snake. It doesn't like fire, and he is currently freed. So the snake is kind of regrouping itself. Romero, you are still on the ground next to Scope-Man. You see Carl having been saved from the snake, but the
Wait.
snake is still alive and pissed.
Hold on. Did the two of them just walk in on a clearing while I've got like a half-naked goat man on top of me and there's like a snake around Carl?
Yes.
Alright, this is gonna be... Alright. Sorry, go ahead.
Is it
So-
normal or
No,
not? I
tight,
wish
man.
I knew.
So Carl is a little dazed from just having been squeezed a lot by a snake.
Alright.
The snake is like kind of backing up and then getting ready to charge you again. What are you gonna do?
I'm going to pick up the goat man and throw him at the snake.
Okay. You can do that, yeah.
Sounds
Go-
like I shouldn't, though.
Well, it wouldn't be a nice thing to do, but you can.
Alright, I'm neutral. But here's the thing. I don't want to throw him at the snake so it eats him. I want to use him kind of like a blunt object.
Okay.
But, I don't know. But now you made me, like, rethink it, is the thing.
No, wait,
No,
the
no,
Goatman's
I mean,
score is
it's
like
fine.
20?
There's just repercussions to your actions.
Well, okay, then I won't do that. Alright. Let me throw the goat man off of me, and then, like, with one hand, but then I have my sword with the other, and I'll just run at the snake and try to
Yeah.
stab
You're
him.
gonna charge at him?
He's
Okay.
telling all of this to the goat man.
Yeah.
So go ahead and give me a hack and slash roll then.
That's like 2d6 plus 2, I guess? Because it's
Yes.
my...
Yep. It's your strength mod. Yeah.
2d6 plus 2. 12. That's
12.
good.
Okay. So you have two options. Either you can run up and hit him in
Yeah.
whatever manner you choose, or you can run up and hit him, expose yourself to danger, and do an extra d6 of damage.
Hell yeah! Let's do that. So then
All
just roll d6.
A d6 plus a d10 is your damage die.
D6 plus d10.
Because you get that bonus.
Like that?
That's right. So you do 4 damage.
Oh,
That's
what
it?
the fuck?
You did not roll well.
You're rolling
No.
shit today.
I had a 12. So I got this. I got the guy off.
You did hurt it. Okay,
So-
so you got him off it. You whack the snake. The snake is not happy about this. It immediately counterattacks and it just pummels you to the ground.
Okay.
It does not hurt you, but is on top of you.
Okay.
So Bohan,
Yeah.
actually Samuel, you're up in that tree. What are you doing?
I am looking for the perfect moment to strike from above.
Well, that moment has come.
All right. I just want to jump out and I want to kick him. I want to kick that snake off of Romero so he's free to be stabbed and fireballed.
Okay, go ahead and give me a hack and slash then, with your strength.
Oh, I was hoping this would be another
Oh yeah, you can do that. Yeah,
another daring devil acrobatic feat.
go ahead and do it then.
Okay. 10, haha,
All right.
I say, as I laugh confidently. Samuel runs across the boughs of the tree that should be too thin to carry his weight, but he's so fleet of foot, and swan dives out, and with a boot to the head, the snake is cast aside.
It is. Okay, you knock it back, and go ahead and roll damage for that. I'll give you that.
Oh, okay, well that's very kind of you.
Can I just mention my bond here is Samuel owes me his life. So let's
That's
Good
another 2 damage.
Life
Okay.
owed.
You boot it, and it gets knocked back. We don't really feel like you do much damage to it at all.
Okay, but once again, I show off and feel fantastic about it. Take +1 forward.
All right, Carl. You haven't done anything in a little while. The snake is reeling, but it's still it's looking okay. It's not looking like it's messed up that bad yet.
All right.
And it is really intending on eating one of you before it is done today. What are you going to do while it's reeling?
All right, let's see. I'm thinking of maybe poisoning this thing, maybe. So I do have some
Okay.
poison. I have like 3 of them on me,
All right.
but I don't really know how the poison thing works yet.
We'll offer him a drink. And
Yeah.
Well, basically, you just apply it to your weapon.
Okay.
The one that you have experience with, there's no chance of messing it up. The other ones, you might mess yourself up as you apply it. And then it does what it says it does.
Okay. Well, there's one that says apply and one that says touch.
Touch ones can be put on your weapon. Applied ones need to be on sort of like a. If you gave him a back rub, you could sneak that into the massage oil.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because snakes love back rubs. That's common knowledge.
Okay. I want to put the serpent's tears poison on my rapier.
you use snake
that is
poison to kill
poetic.
snake?
I know, right? Anyone dealing damage to the target rolls twice and takes a better result.
Fucking finally.
Is that the one you have experience with, or not?
It is.
It is. Okay, then you just do it.
All right.
And if you'd like, you can go ahead and attack with that as well.
Yeah, sure. That's another D6, right?
Will that be it? Roll your hack and slash first.
Okay.
Because you're going to actually hit it. It's not it's not helpless.
Right. That's just D6 plus 2, what I rolled before, right?
2d6.
2d6 plus 2. Yes.
Well, hack and slash
Oh, yeah,
is plus
2d6.
your strength.
Oh, strength. What is my strength modifier? Oh, it's
unless
a
you
0.
have, unless it's a precise weapon, then it is dex.
That's
Okay.
cool.
So 2d6, 3.
You whiff bad.
Ah.
You get an experience point.
Okay.
And you end up right next to Snake, and it is not happy with you. You get whipped by its tail.
Oh, man.
fucking goat man. I swear to God.
You go flying, and you go ahead and roll a d10.
7.
Oh, you take 7 damage.
Oh, hell no!
You go way flying.
Oh, man.
This thing
That,
hits harder than any of us.
You're like back in the bushes now. You've just disappeared out of the clearing.
Or at least it's
Okay.
luckier than any of us.
Damn it, Carl.
So go ahead and change your HP there.
12.
Alright, Bohan, you just saw this snake wreck Carl. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna create a flaming spear and chunk it right at its head.
Alright.
So 10.
You do very well. Okay. So you see those tags below that? You'll need reach for one of them because you're throwing it, but you can choose a second one to apply to the attack.
Say that again?
See those?
When you look at your black magic move, at the bottom there's a list of tags you can apply to your black magic spells.
Tags?
It's like reach, near, debilitating, elemental, forceful. I'm going to give you the fire because that's your focus, but you can choose a second tag to apply to this attack to do things to it.
Okay.
Oh,
where's that list of tags?
Right below black magic on your sheet.
I could have used my reroll damage thing to help Carl.
You still can if you want to.
Oh, there we go.
I'll give you the chance.
Carl, is that cool? You want less damage?
Yes.
Yeah, let's try piercing.
Roll that d10 again.
Oh, it's 7 out of
It didn't help. Okay. Okay. Bohan, go ahead and roll your d8.
Okay.
Oh, man. It was meant to be.
All right, that flaming sphere goes straight through it, leaving a big old hole, and it falls to the ground dead. You got it right in the brain.
Yay.
Yay.
You can see who's carrying this party.
Serious.
Right.
Okay,
That's me.
so
That's who.
The immediate threat has ended. The goat man is like groveling at Bohan's feet because he's the one that really destroyed it. He is thanking you profusely in a language you can understand. It's just common English, whatever. So what you can do with this goat man? He's like, "Oh, thank you. Oh,
I'm
praise
going
the
to
gods.
say you are welcome.
Where'd you come from?
I live here." He gestures wildly towards the temple, like in the direction, not necessarily at the temple
Do we
itself.
have a reliable description of the thing we're supposed to be liberating from here?
You do.
Okay.
What does it look like?
You said it was a sort of religious totem?
Some kind of artifact.
An artifact. Oh, well, it's a
Yes.
religious totem.
Okay.
Clearly. And
But it's not a goat man.
no, it is a finely wrought bronze statue about 2 feet high in the shape of a woman with an octopus for a head. And
Ooh.
each tentacle of the octopus is inset with a different sort of jewel and precious gem, so like 8 in total.
That's a nice totem.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
pretty
What
cool.
Carl's into.
Totemly.
Wow.
Carl loves the octopus chicks.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that's
you
what
know
we're
where we
looking
might
for.
find one of those, Goat Man?
He looks at you in some confusion, but after a while, he kind of realizes what you're getting at. He said, "Yes, in the temple, many dangers in there, but much riches."
I like half
many
of that.
riches.
All right.
Wait, but to be clear, the temple's the same thing as the ziggurat.
Yes.
Okay.
It's interchangeable.
Did the goat man kind of sigh when he said it, like you just did?
Yes.
Okay.
He doesn't go in there.
Does he live like right next door to the thing, though?
He says, "Yes, I could lead you to someone who might be able to help you if you want. I don't know. She's not super nice."
It took 4 of us to take down a snake. We need all the help we can get.
Yeah.
That's a fair point.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, so you're gonna follow this goat man.
I will,
Yeah, sure.
So we're just looking past the fact that the goat man pretty much attacked Romero at first.
No, he was trying to leap into his arms to get help.
So he's just a cowardly lion type.
You
Yes.
weren't here, is the thing, okay?
It's not what it looked like, okay?
All right.
All right, so he leads you through the woods for the jungle for some time. Eventually, he leads you to a hut nestled between 2 rather large mushrooms. He says, "I do not wish to meet her, but she will help you as best she can." And he just bolts.
Oh, it's the goat's mother-in-law.
And he thanks you as he runs, and he disappears in the underbrush.
All right. Well, I'm going up there, and I'm gonna knock on the hut door. Say hi. Hi, hello.
More authority than that.
How are you?
Hey.
Hey. Well, I'm feeling kind of down. I didn't do too good on that snake. So, forget that.
Alright, you can just look in the hut, there's no door. And you don't see anyone in there. You see a lot of, like, plant life, things growing, lots of herbs hanging from the roof, stuff like that. As you're calling out, a woman appears from the side of the hut, just like kind of like melts out of the underbrush.
Mhm.
You wouldn't have seen her even if you had been looking. She is very tree-like. Let me get this pog here again. Come on, you.
Brown
Come
skin,
on.
green hair.
Kinda, yes.
Tree-like, always barking out orders to her husband.
She looks like she has plants growing out of her. It's a little bigger.
Poison Ivy from Batman.
Kinda, yes. And she says, can I help you? It's been a long time since I've seen your kind down here. What do you want?
Anybody want to field this?
Can we have your magic totem thing?
My what?
Do you have a magic totem thing? It's an
It's like
octopus lady.
It's like a statue with an octopus lady's head, gems.
Well, when you say that, she's like, "Oh, you are talking about the temple,
Yeah.
and the treasures that lie within."
Some people call it a ziggurat. I don't know what's going on there.
Well, it looks like a ziggurat.
Oh.
It's also a temple. It's both. Shut up. She
I don't-
says, "Yeah, I know of what you speak.
Oh.
You don't want to go in there."
We've heard that before.
Yeah, but I need this octopus
I
lady.
decapitated a snake with a fire spear, lady.
And by the way, according to my bond, I'm worried about him.
Did you know? Okay.
Well, I didn't decapitate it. I pierced its brain, which is equally cool.
She looks the four of you over and says, maybe you can survive the dangers of the temple. But what do you want from me?
I mean, do you have like a back door? Do you have a key?
This goat guy said you could help us out with that.
Oh,
Thank
no,
We need a guide.
Well, I can't guide you into the temple, because if you look, and she points at the temple, which you're a lot closer now, and you see it, all the plant life of the jungle, mushroom jungle, whatever it is, it kind of starts to encroach upon the ziggurat, but it stops. Like there's something actively pushing nature back away from it.
Okay.
And she says, "Look, if you look at me, you can see why I can't go in there. But I maybe can offer you some assistance, I guess, if you make it worth my while."
Carl, you're soft, but I'm gonna make you hard like that. So let's.
All right, what do you want?
Sorry.
Some sap?
No, what do you? Yeah, what's going on here?
Nothing so mundane. On the way to the temple,
I'll write you letters all the time.
letters.
There's a
I'll
dead
I'll
give
give
snake
you
you
an
a lot of
autograph.
pen pals.
I used to be a thing. If you want, I can get you into fantasy parties with people.
You know you're speaking to a lady who's a tree who lives in an underground cave.
I'm not the brightest.
Those
That
are the
doesn't mean she can't party.
Those are the people who need pen pals most desperately.
Well, she says, I will help you if, while you're in the temple, you find what is stopping nature from encroaching on the temple and disable it in some manner.
So hit a button, got it.
Whatever it is, yes.
All right, fine. Well, I think we're okay. What do you think, Samuel? You want to do this shit?
I am a friend to all in need. Right? Yes.
I mean, I'm neutral about the whole thing. So whatever you guys want.
Alright, so she'll give you some information. She tells you that, yes, she's never been in there, but she knows for a fact that this thing is full of traps. It's just dangerous as hell.
Okay, so
Occasionally
Carl
she
can
sees creatures coming in and out of it, though she has never gotten close enough to see what they are. But there are a good number of them. There's also, at the foot of the stairs that go up to the top of this temple, because the entrance is at the top, not the bottom, a troll lives there, and he is not nice at all.
Posting on a lot of forums.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So she tells you, watch out for him. There may be some sort of secret entrance into the temple if you look around, but she's not aware whether it is or not. And she points out a rather safe path through the jungle to get there, so you don't have to deal with any more crazy snakes biting at you.
Okay.
And she's been going with this for a while. If you guys want to take a short break to use the restroom and whatnot, that'll
Sure.
be a good time.
I just gotta run upstairs real quick. Thank you. Be right back.
So while we're still recording, let's reflect on our adventure so far.
Okay.
How typical would you say this is compared to other types of D&D campaigns?
Well, me, who are you asking?
Open question.
Well, I'm trying to do something that's not super, generic, but still has some of the tropes that would come along with a generic fantasy tabletop experience. I can tell you that in, D&D, or, any of its variants, like Pathfinder, 13th Age, or whatnot, combat takes a lot longer.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a lot less, it's a lot more structured. So you just go in order, you take turns, and this, generally, things happen to you, and you just gotta deal with it. Which I like a lot.
Action reaction
Yeah,
rather than
I dig the
a
streamlined
tactical
approach.
combat system.
Yeah, when I played Pathfinder a few months ago, the very beginning part, there were just some goblins fucking up an apple stand or something. And it took an hour to kill 5 of them.
Fucking goblins.
Fucking goblins, man.
But that's more common, though? People prefer the more drawn-out combat?
Well, generally, a lot of the most mechanics of D&D are built around combat.
Makes sense.
Yeah, the mechanics for role playing and just interacting with people and doing non-combat stuff aren't as robust. So generally, most of the encounters you do are combat stuff. With Dungeon World, the mechanics for doing combat stuff and doing non-combat stuff are identical. So there's not really a huge distinction between the two, which helps keep things moving along too, which is nice. I like it.
Yeah, this is a lot more entertaining than Pathfinder to me.
One sec, sorry.
I'm
No, that's
digging
fine.
it. But I feel like as the master of lore and stuff, I should be contributing more to the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Well, there'll be chances within
use
the
that
temple.
spout lore move. Any old
Lots
time
of
you
things to
want.
look at. Yeah, if you want to just know information about something, just spout lore.
I'm just really
And then
hoping
just make anything up.
for there to be a chance for someone to knock somebody onto a horse cart and then jump on the other end and catapult them into a window. That's what I'm crossing my fingers for in this game.
That's teamwork.
I love that move.
Well, there might not be a horse cart down here, but there may be something along those lines.
Something lever-like is really
Yes.
what I'm looking for.
So I'll give you some more information as you guys walk up to the temple there. It is ziggurat in design. It's tiered in a main set of staircase going up. It's very wide, 20 feet wide.
Okay.
It's got 5 tiers. Each one is say 30 feet high, so it's about 100, a little over 100 feet tall, something like that. It is not built so much as it was carved into the wall of the cavern.
Oh.
Hey, sorry.
So you see the front face of it, and then there's cavern wall on each side of it.
Mm-hmm.
So would this be an appropriate time to get some arcane learning to discern realities and shit about magical type items to see if there's magical properties in this place?
That would be more spout lore, but yes.
Okay.
So if you want to go ahead and get some information about this, you can go ahead and do so.
Especially.
I'll hold off for now.
Should we look for that secret entrance that the tree lady, we haven't caught anyone's name,
She didn't give it to you.
suspected may exist? Because, we're going to where the big troll is. And that is not my bag.
I think we'd be okay with the troll, but whatever. Secret entrance, sure.
Oh,
Look,
look Mister, I've got a giant serrated sword, and everybody used to know my name 30 years ago. I'm sorry, please love me.
Yeah. Well, you haven't seen a troll yet. You just know you've been told that one exists around here.
Samuel,
I'll just see a troll, I'll just immolate it.
Samuel, I swear by the end of this you will owe me your life.
Well, so far it's the other way around, alright?
I know!
You gotta do 2 things now
Alright,
to
snake
get one
bait,
up on
what
it.
are you going to do about it?
Romero, you're starting to sound like you fear what you don't understand.
Nobody understands me. It's true.
I'm gonna go over to the right a little bit and start drawing here.
All right.
On the background. Let's see here. So, something like this. Okay.
At least Carl
So-
realizes just how great I am.
So
Well, I did
here-
say the thing you did was pretty cool.
Here's the stairs right there, and there's like a bunch of tiers. This. Da. It's bigger than this. This is representation. And it's top. There you go. So movie pogs over to the right if you could.
Oh, okay.
The right.
Towards
Oh,
the
is it
ship
going
drawing.
down?
Yeah, I'm just drawing stuff.
Gonna zoom out a
Okay.
bit. There we go. See, it's
This is a
not
very, really rough representation of what it looks like.
This is exactly how I envisioned it.
Yes.
How do you zoom out?
There's a magnifying glass
yeah.
icon. Whatever.
I'll drag
Oh,
it.
I see.
There you go.
And there's an etched up there. I'm bad at drawing. So
No,
bad. This is why I don't do it.
This
God,
looks
this whole
roughly
thing's made of
ziggurat.
gold.
Yeah, it's ziggurat-ish. All right. If I were a secret entrance, where would I be?
Some kind of brick or something that you push in.
I mean, I've got low wisdom here, so
Does anything look out of place in the structure?
Well, as I said, I have not drawn. There are vines encroaching onto like the first tier.
Oh, again with the vines. Always.
Okay, Romero and I get on a vine.
It only goes about halfway up though. It doesn't get much further than like halfway up the first tier. But they're pretty well covering the wall face.
let's clear some of these vines. I say, look for a secret entrance.
Yeah, can I just burn them?
You can, yes.
Hold on, wait. I have a serrated sword here, and
Yeah, and I have arcane magic.
fine. Let him burn the vines. Burn the whole.
You can
fucking-
also do some kind of spell just to help clear them without directly, burning down the jungle, if you want. You have that skill.
Well, I guess so. I mean, that's not very rash of me.
I'm worried about this guy.
It's true. He is
Look,
no
you just
good
want to use your
at
sword
using
because you
subtlety.
fear that you don't understand my powers.
All right. Well, while he's deciding whatever the hell how fire can help us here, I'm just gonna start collecting.
There's a lot of vines. It's very big. It's much bigger than this picture. So
Oh, I know. I'm just
you want to
saying,
like try to focus your search somehow, maybe. Maybe discern realities to try to get some information about your surroundings. Perhaps.
Well, it looks like there's like a big pathway, like stairs leading up.
Yeah,
to
like there's a main staircase that's very wide going to the center of it, and then like tiers on each side that like recess in, like a ziggurat. You see it in like a picture.
No, I see. On the bottom tier, I'd like to start from the left of the stairs, just immediately left, and just start cutting away at lines.
All right. You dig around, you find rock behind the vines. Nothing.
Cut all the grass,
impressive
break all
yet.
the pots. Eventually, you'll have enough rupees.
It would take you several hours to clear all these away. I'm gonna tell you.
Look,
Right.
why don't I just cast a big old fiery net
All right,
and just burn this whole motherfucker down?
I'm taking a step back and letting them do whatever.
That's the name of the spell, by the way, is burn this motherfucker down.
Okay.
It's in this book, right here.
Go ahead and roll me cast a spell then. Your move there.
So is that a 2d6?
2d6 plus everything 2d6.
I got you.
Always. Unless you're doing damage.
Rolled an 8.
Okay. So, on a 7 and 9, the spell takes effect, but you gotta choose two of those things down there.
Oh, right.
Those bullet points there.
Let's see. How about it affects much more than I want it to,
Okay.
and some kind of unforeseen side effect or some kind of unwanted attention?
Alright, you cast a fireball towards the ziggurat. It's not very large, but the explosion that comes from it is, like, bigger than you would expect from the size of the fireball that you had sent. You're all singed, and, everything is on fire. Like, everything. The whole bottom tier of the temple, much of the jungle around you, is bursting into flame.
In my
You're
entire
welcome.
adventuring career, I've never suffered such an indignity. Technically true.
You hear a terrible, horrible shriek at this from the left.
You burn that wood, lady.
I look at the camera and shrug my shoulders really exaggeratedly, like,
Hold on, I gotta unhide some more pogs.
I'm gonna say you're fired.
Okay, and from a hole near the base of the ziggurat, bursts out a very pissed off and on fire troll.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this is
Thought that was
good. Fire's
Ganon.
good for trolls. I read it in a book. I mean, I know that from experience.
He is mad. He is really mad. He is running right at you. Oddly enough, you notice that the troll is missing an arm, which is strange for trolls. And if you know why, it's because they regenerate, and you think he would have grown it back, but no, he has not.
I point at him and say, "He's unarmed, guys."
Alright, I'm gonna... Wait. I want to jump up, cape stun him, jump around, and do like a rapid-fire combo with my fists, not the sword.
Well, you're the closest, so that's what you can do as he bears down upon you. He's very big. He's like twice your size, like that.
Alright, I'm gonna... I don't know... Wait, he's twice my size? Okay,
Yes.
I'm gonna, like, roll past him like a somersault, and then pull out my sword, and I want to hit him with it, but, like, broadside, you know? Not actually, like, slash him with it, even though it's serrated. So it might cut him, but not too bad.
Okay, so you, like, roll between his legs.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, since you're attacking with that, well, actually, since you're not looking to do a lot of damage, do a Defy Danger for that.
Alright, that's...
And I would say that'd be Dexterity.
Alright, so roll 2d6 plus 8.
Alright, you manage to do that maneuver, get behind me, you whack him good.
Yeah.
All that does really is spurn him even faster towards Bohan. And now you have a troll bearing down on you. What are you going to do?
I'm worried about Bohan.
I'm going to try to make my way behind Carl and Samuel.
Alright, you also have to do Defy Danger of Dexterity because you do not have much time until this happens.
Okay, so that's a 2d6 plus 1 dex bonus. So... 8.
Okay, you managed to throw yourself behind them. You were on the ground, but you were behind them. Like flat in your face now.
Okay.
Okay.
And
So
now-
that's pretty much my turn.
Yes, that's your turn for now, and now the troll is buried on Carl,
Oh god.
who has been left open by Bohan and Romero getting out of the way.
Yeah, nice job, guys. Teamwork.
I wanted to hit him. Alright? I'm just saying.
Does the fire pose any danger to us right now?
It's not a lot of fire on him. It's enough to is making him really mad, but not enough to like do a lot of damage to him.
Being burned.
But the fire,
Yeah.
you are surrounded by fire, so you can't like retreat back in the jungle at the current time.
I was more worried about us than the troll.
I mean, you could get up the stairs. That's really the only way you have to go. That's not
On fire.
unsafe.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Ask him where the secret entrance is.
You think he may have come out of it
Okay.
somewhere
Left
like
side.
over here.
Like in the hole he jumped out of at the base.
Yeah,
of the stairs.
like here somewhere. I guess right there.
Okay.
Okay.
He leapt out of that purple square.
Yeah, well, it's default purple
I see.
right there.
Okay.
So
So
what you can do, Carl? You got a troll. He is like just basically gonna run you down. He's never gonna stop.
right. Okay. So when I was fighting that snake and I put that poison on my rapier, is that still there? Do I have to reapply
Yeah,
it?
it's still there. Yeah.
Okay. Since he's basically right on me, can I just like try and hold my ground just for a second so like he runs straight into my sword so I can just like plunge in his leg or something?
Okay. That'll be Defy Danger with Constitution to do
Okay.
that.
Let's see. Where's my constitution?
What does a bad GM do in like situations? Is he just like, yeah, that worked, or whatever? Or...
You're all
they
dead.
mostly say, no, you can't try that interesting thing.
Yes.
Oh, I see.
You draw upon fortitude you did not know you had, and you spear the troll right in the leg, and it stops like
Yeah.
in front of you.
Good job, Carl.
Go ahead and roll your damage for that,
Carl. You were soft, but I think I made you hard. Like,
and roll it twice because you applied that poison,
Oh man.
hey, cool.
and take the higher result.
Oh yeah. I'm just rolling D8 again, right?
Everyone, you are welcome.
Yes, that's your damage die.
Huh?
That's your damage die. Yes.
Yeah. Well, I got a 2 that time.
Try it again.
What's my
Roll twice because that poison lets you roll twice.
6!
All
Nice. Okay. You do a good amount of damage to it. It is not happy. It rears back its one arm and just reaches and manages to grab onto a rather large, big mushroom that's on fire, and just swings it. It is coming for. It would basically hit all three of you in front of him. It's that big.
Oh man.
What are you gonna do?
Okay, I am going. Is this an attack I can parry? Reasonably.
No, it's not.
Like,
It's too much force.
Mushrooms are really soft. I could just like slice through it.
That is true. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna let you try. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to. I unsheathe my blade and let loose a quick parry.
Now let me ask you this:
Yeah.
Are you going to try to do this so it also parries a blow for the other two guys?
Oh, it depends on
Or just for
how
yourself.
well my roll comes out.
Well, I want to know intent.
Okay, I am trying to. Well, I mean, just logistically, since Bohan is behind me, it would protect the both of us, but it probably would do nothing to save Carl.
Okay.
Oh, wait, if you're cutting through the whole mushroom, isn't that like the attack's not going to work? Like he's just swinging.
Well, there's still some mushroom that'd still be coming down, just not on
Yeah.
Samu anymore.
I'm behind him, right? Can I like Zandatsu after all this?
Soon as this happens, you can try. Yes.
Right.
All right, so that's I'm going to chop off the top end so that it doesn't hit me, and that end just falls away from Bohan.
All right. Go
Sorry,
ahead and
Carl.
roll.
Oh, I got a 13
Oh
though.
man.
Oh, you do real well.
Ooh.
So, what do you choose for those two things?
Okay. I take no damage, and I lock blades with him, keeping his full attention.
Okay, so you
His blade
parry with the
happens
rapier.
to
It
be a
goes.
mushroom.
It goes basically through the mushroom and down to the hilt, but it stops. You don't cut it in half, but you manage to lock up with it.
All right.
The mushroom, you fool!
It's a pretty stiff mushroom. It hurt if it hit you.
This is the stupidest visual, though.
I have you now, you beast. This is exactly how I slayed 2 others. Yes.
So this is where the quick time event starts.
Yeah.
All right, so someone else. Who wants to do something?
All right, look, I'm
'Cause you
behind
got an
him.
opening.
Let me friggin' overhand swing this asshole as like with my serrated huge blade from
No,
behind.
you're really obsessed with that blade.
All right, well,
What do you-
since he is currently distracted, he is helpless against you. So run up there and do your damage and describe me how you're doing it.
Okay.
What you're doing.
So here's the deal. I want to overhand swing really hard into his back, his upper back, get the serrated part of the blade into him, and just start sawing.
Okay.
Okay?
Somebody's
Go ahead and
frustrated
roll.
with these things.
Go ahead and roll
Saw
damage.
through this mother.
Okay, well, yeah, roll your damage. I'll tell you what happens.
That's D10?
Yes.
And remember, you can roll twice. It's poisoned.
No, that's, yeah. Yes, that's right. I also poisoned this without telling any.
Oh, Carl poisoned.
Hey!
Oh, never mind. Oh, okay. You do grievous damage to it. It is like nearly cut in half from like neck to groin, but not completely. It
Otherwise,
does.
it's okay.
No, it's kind of flopping to the side a little bit. As you do, you pull your sword away, or you're just gonna keep sawing. Like, what are you doing?
First I'm gonna tell them I don't think we have any chance of making this troll happy anymore, and then just saw back and forth, just through him. I'm gonna finish what I started, while blood is just spraying on me.
Okay.
I take out a boombox and play Rules of Nature.
Like at one point,
As you do this,
I have to spit the blood out of my mouth because there's so much fucking blood.
as you do
spraying on
this,
me.
the troll like kind of flexes, and its two halves kind of come back together and start knitting together around your sword.
What?
And suddenly, you cannot saw anymore.
I have but they're serrated. Can I start pulling back and forth?
You can try. It's gonna be harder now because he's fully aware of what you're doing. And he whips around with you. What are you gonna do with the sword? You're gonna keep holding on to it?
Well, I guess so.
All right. He whips you towards the temple. And up.
Yeah.
And you're gonna need to roll, do this kind of roll to keep holding on if you
All
want
right.
to keep holding on to this thing.
So I no longer have its full attention.
No longer.
Okay,
no.
have we uncrossed swords then? Do I still have my sword?
He has dropped the mushroom.
Okay.
It is still on your sword.
Just checking.
I guess I'll still hold on.
All right. Go ahead and give me the defy danger with strength because you're gripping.
So that's a D10, right?
No, that's your 2d6 plus 2.
2d6 plus 2.
Say you're like up here now. All right. Okay. You don't manage to keep hold on. You get thrown onto the stairs.
All right.
But you don't get hurt.
Huh.
And you're a little bit dazed, but you're otherwise okay.
Mm-hmm.
The troll is like reaching back with his one hand, trying to get at that sword because he can't get it. It's like too low.
Thank God.
And he's like flailing around and like thrashing everywhere. He's open to attack, but it's not safe. So, Carl, what are you doing?
Okay. Can I jump and use that sword in his back as a springboard to get on the top of his head?
Yes.
Because he's really tall, right?
You can do that, yes.
Okay.
That would take a defy danger too, but you
His
can.
whole body just undulating like jello in the air.
Plus, yeah, and he's heavy, so when he springs on the sword, that probably hurts the guy a little more.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yes.
go ahead and roll that
Okay.
and try to do it.
Oh.
Oh, no. You're getting experience. Roll a d10.
Do I get any experience from what I did before?
Whenever you fail, you get experience.
Okay.
Roll a
Okay.
6.
You take 6 damage as
damn.
minus your armor, as the sword whacks you instead of you slaying on top of it. He just swings around and it catches you off guard, and you just get thrown to the side.
He slips off it, and it's like America's Funniest Home Videos.
Yeah.
Right to the crotch.
And you've been thrown south towards the burning jungle. You're not in it yet, but you're on the ground. You're hurting.
Thanks for this, Bohan.
The troll is still he didn't even notice you. He just happened to hit you when he was thrashing.
So he still has Romero's sword just sticking out of him?
Sticking on his back, yes. He's like healing around it.
But
Man.
healing, you mean like healing? Like
He's like knitting back together.
Like Piccolo, man.
Yes, exactly.
Says Carl.
So Bohan,
Is the troll wearing weighted training clothes?
he's wearing a loincloth.
I got a plan. Bohan.
Okay.
Why don't you use some fire magic to heat?
I'm still looking at the ground this whole time.
Heat the sword. Heat it really hot. So
I was thinking about that actually, but I'm
sure,
I'm concerned about his apparent immortality issues, and I'm wondering if we should think about a running away situation.
Well, Bohan, if you give me some spout lore, I can tell you some more about the troll. Because if you don't know,
Yeah, spout me some lore.
You couldn't have done this earlier.
Roll a 2d6 plus your intelligence.
All right, so that's. Oops.
Here we go.
There we go. 13.
All right, you know a lot of shit about trolls. The most important thing you know for this situation is that trolls are really good at regenerating wounds. They're like Wolverine basically.
Mhm.
But like aggravated damage with fire acid will stop that pretty well because you basically cauterize their wounds shut before they can heal, and making it so they can't heal back up.
So I should really set his sword on fire.
You can and you can now act on this knowledge, and I'll give you a +1 forward for acting on it.
Okay. So is Samuel in between me and the troll right now?
Yeah, he's still in front of you.
Okay.
You're
Can I ask him
welcome.
to move out of the way?
You can just move too. I mean, yeah, you can move.
Okay. I move to where I have or is his back facing me? The troll?
He's like spinning around and like thrashing. There's no back at the moment because he's like all over the place, just trying to get that sword out of him.
All right, so I roll where I can get a clear line of sight, point my finger like a finger gun, shoot fire where the sword is.
All right, go ahead and give me a roll for that.
All right. This is still intelligence, right?
Yeah, it's always intelligence. We'll
Always
say you go up on
intelligence.
the steps a little
Son
bit.
of a bitch. Oops. There we go. 8.
All right, you do. Let me check this thing here. All right, so you deal 1d8 damage, fire damage. Go ahead and roll that.
Roll a d10.
Yeah, it's a d8 actually.
Oh, d8. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
8, okay. 4.
All right, and he is on fire. Like that sword heats up, red hot, and just like searing from the inside. He is not dead, but he's not looking too hot. Also, since you rolled a 7 and 9, one of those 3 bullet points there under black magic, choose one of those.
Let's see. One of those under cast spell.
Under black magic.
Oh, black magic. Sorry.
You got a downside. You got to pick.
Oh, downside. Let's sap my energy. I'm probably pretty tired.
Okay. Yep. So you have an ongoing -1 until you get some chance to rest.
Gotcha.
All right, Samuel. This is the perfect time to strike the killing blow. What are you going to do? As this troll is like screaming and thrashing, and he's not happy at all.
Samuel is going to consult his book of adventuring for dummies, and at this point, really the only advice it's telling him is to put pointy end of sword into angry creature. So I'm going to use hack and slash.
All right.
And my sword is precise, so I get to use my dex. So it's 12. Woo!
You do very well. What do you do specifically?
Let's see. Hack and slash. I'm going to do the extra. So I'm going to do a D8 plus D6.
Okay. And you're going to take the potential damage?
Yes, I am. D8 plus D6. That came out 4. Can I re-roll because
you can
he's
roll
poisoned?
twice, remember? Yep.
Yes, 12.
Oh. Whoa. Okay. You leap onto the troll and do grievous damage to
I'm
it.
so glad I got that Adventuring for Dummies book.
As it thrashes around, it does manage to grab you and throw you at the temple, and you hit the staircase hard because you chose to take that. And you do take damage, so roll a d10.
Okay. Roll. D10. I take 3.
You take 3 damage. Check the armor, so you take 2. And the troll thrashes about and collapses in a burning heap at the foot of the temple steps. It is fully and wholly dead.
Did anybody see where that guy came from?
Yeah.
Popped out of the left side on the first tier area.
This sword, you guys think the sword's okay to touch? Can I just gingerly touch my sword real quick? Like, just to make sure it's not hot?
Now that Bohan is not, like, pumping fire into it, it's rapidly cooling down. You can take it.
Alright, cool.
You're not going to worry about that.
Carl, you feeling okay over there?
Well, I have 7 health, so...
Can we heal him?
Do you have any healing items?
I do.
I have a healing potion.
Oh, well, you take it.
I have poultices and herbs.
Poultices and herbs heal. Let me find it. Dungeon gear. That is... You can use it. You heal 7 damage when you have some time to apply them, so you can't use it in a fight.
What's your max HP there, Carl?
It's 19.
I'm sorry, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling like garbage.
Alright, what do you say we save potions for battle and try these poultices and herbs that I picked up at the Poultices and Herbs shop incorporated?
And they have 2 uses, too.
It's actually the Poultice Factory. Oh, what's the other use?
You get 2 uses of it, I mean.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They
the
keep the healing poultice and herb right next to the garlic butter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They also double as seasonings.
It's actually Trader Herbs.
Yep.
So,
I love her.
I'll take a power nap while they're talking about all this.
I worked with him on something way back when.
So if you want to use it, you just use them and he gets healed.
How much does it heal?
7 HP per use.
Okay. I only need 1. That's good enough for me.
You sure? I got 2 here.
Yeah, I'm good.
Alright, whatever, man. Your funeral. Alright, do I have to roll, or is that just 7?
No, you just use it.
Alright.
You have time. You're not in immediate danger.
Alright, here's your poultice and herb.
Woo!
Yay.
Alright.
Alright.
So I see Samuel's going over there.
I'm going to check out that hole, and I'm going to poke around in there with my sword.
I'm kind of curious about the top of the ziggurat, too.
Well, let's not split up. I'm drawing. Let's not split up because I tried that earlier and there was a snake. It wasn't a great idea.
Okay, so we're all in on secret entrance.
As you look at it, it looks less like a secret entrance and more like a block of the ziggurat has been like torn away, and there's like an opening behind it, leading to like a tunnel.
Huh. Okay.
Close enough. And I don't want Bohan doing any more of this shit. So let's just I say we go for it.
I'm not going to set the tunnel on fire.
Yeah, you say that now, but... Hey, wait!
Is there an opportunity to take a quick rest to recover my lost intelligence before we proceed?
Yeah, you get that back.
Okay.
Hey, does healing Carl, I mean, he's kind of soft, but I've made him harder. Maybe not like me, but, you know. Anyway, sorry. Let's go.
Alright, so you all go into this tunnel. It's kind of rough.
Romero's just obsessed with the hardness of these other guys.
It looks like it's been built up, but it's like not the same care as would have been taken by like the rest of a temple. Looking at the outside of it anyways. It's like shitty compared to it. As you go in, you're just gonna blindly walk into this, you're gonna like prepare or...
What?
There might be traps.
Oh shit, I should detect traps.
Do we need, like, a torch?
Yeah, do I need to light up my hand or something?
It is dark in there.
Let's just calm down. I have an adventuring gear here, and we're gonna do this the old-fashioned way.
And I can set my hand on fire and
No.
make a light.
No, don't. Let's just leave the fire.
Let's just
for
do
a minute.
things how we did back in the old days.
If we had listened before and used the rope, we wouldn't even had that fire.
My hand is like an iPhone. I can do anything we need it to.
We don't.
It's a flashlight app. It's free.
It's not.
Very low risk app.
I'm ignoring this. I want to start.
I won't even drain my battery. I have a lot of
Or,
intelligence.
Torch. No, just whatever. I'm sick of this guy. With his fucking fire.
Alright, so you expend one use of your adventuring kit and have a torch.
Cool. How many more uses do I have?
You get 5 total.
Oh, okay, cool.
And I'll just put my insanely useful hand in my pocket, I guess, in my strange robes, because you fear what you don't get.
Well, yeah! Yes, I do! Did you see what happened earlier?
Yeah,
So-
we beat a troll up.
Hey, let's just... No. Let's just understand
Oh,
something.
whoa, I'm so scared we achieved victory.
I understand what happened. You fucked up and made a troll happen. Okay?
Yeah, and we dealt with it, and we kicked its ass. It empowered us as adventurers.
It
We're so much more confident going forward, finding this octopus head.
almost killed Carl!
He's
I'm fine.
fine.
If you spied next to my poultice, I don't see any fire healing.
Carl
cauterizing
knows
of
the
wounds.
arcane arts, sort of, or has watched me use them sometimes.
I've
Okay.
watched him set a lot of stuff on fire.
Samuel is trying to figure out how to put a notch in his belt and not have it get confused with the fake ones on the other end of the belt.
So, who's gonna take point going into this cave here? This tunnel?
I'll
Mr.
do it.
Romero sounds like he knows what he's talking about, and he's got the torch.
Apparently, I do know what I'm talking about, so... Oh, wait. Carl, come detect traps with me.
I will detect traps with you.
Thank you.
Go ahead and roll that.
Okay. What is detecting traps? That's just rolling with the dexterity?
I believe it's on your sheet there.
It's dexterity. Like
Okay,
always. Or maybe it's wisdom.
No, it's dexterity.
Okay, great.
I'm not seeing... By the way, I'm not really seeing some of this. Oh, yeah, I did.
Some of the stuff is like character specific.
So, like, you're only, out of us, only Romero can do the bend bars, lift gates, and just smash through shit.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Okay. What do I roll? A 6.
You get nothing. You get an experience point.
Oh, damn.
The 4 of you blunder down the hallway, and Carl, taking the lead because he's looking for traps, feels his foot depress into the floor, and he hears a soft click.
Oh no.
Nothing immediately happens.
Oh, that's the worst kind.
I'm just gonna rub my eyes for a minute, I don't believe this.
I've played Dark Souls. This isn't a good sign.
Looking down, your foot is on a pressure plate that has sunk to the floor, but nothing has happened yet.
So
Okay.
stay on that pressure plate.
Yeah. I'll just stay here.
Alright,
I'm heavy.
how
We
about...
need something close to Carl's weight. Can we get the troll?
The troll,
It's awfully
you
big.
could. It's on fire.
Still.
What about the giant mushroom that got cut in half?
That's probably not heavy enough.
Oh man.
It was just big and dense.
I was
Oh,
just going for a
can I-
fat joke. I didn't think it was the plan.
Can I saw through a big piece of the non-flaming piece of the troll and bring it back?
No, you
all
can't. It's like burned
ropes and
ash.
Could
Shaws
I?
with you.
No.
Well, I have a big serrated blade. What would you do? When all you have is a hammer, everything's a nail, or in my case, something you can saw through.
Could I
Maybe
cause a
there's some
small
sort of check you
explosion
can do to get more information about the situation.
All right, all right. This Carl can't detect the traps, but is there any way he can figure out shit about them?
You can do discern realities, which is a 2d6 plus your wisdom.
Who's that? Him or me?
I'm shit at wisdom.
Anyone can do this.
I have
Anyone
pretty
can
high
do this.
wisdom.
Not me. I have shit wisdom.
You have pretty high wisdom, and you burned down the jungle.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I wisely knew that it would lead to a secret entrance.
If Bohan would like to take a look at the situation and roll that, he can do so.
All right, I have a 2d6 plus wisdom modifier is 1. That's a 10.
All right, good. So on the move sheet at the top, there are a bunch of bullet points. You can ask 3 questions from those points to me about the situation.
Let's see. And sorry, where is this?
On the moves page, under discern realities,
Advanced moves.
Basic moves.
basic moves.
Basic.
So
It'd be like
should be
on the
page
site.
Yeah.
It'd be the very top page of the PDF.
Hmm.
Oh wait, you have the mage one. Here, I'll put it in the chat. Let's see here.
This is Dungeon World character sheets
Yeah.
under special moves, basic moves.
Or this page here, I'm putting in the chat right now.
Oh, I see.
Let's see.
Oh, there's a lot of stuff I didn't do. Oh.
Let's see. Discern reality. Okay. How many questions can I ask?
Since you got a 10 plus, you get 3.
3. What is about to happen?
Okay, you know for certain now that if this plate gets undepressed, the trap will go off. Looking around, you see a series of holes in the tunnel, ahead of and behind the pressure plate. Not line up with it, but further and behind it. On each wall.
Okay.
You discern that things will probably come out of those holes if the pressure plate is depressed.
And where are the
We-
holes in relation to us? Are they
We
along
also
the
know
walls?
that the GM was recently playing Spelunky. So
They say the pressure plate is like hallway wide. If you would step off of it forward or backwards, you would be lined up with the holes.
so
But not
some
to
of
the
us
side.
are lined up with the holes.
Well, you can't go to the side because it's like goes across the entire hall.
Oh, I see. Okay. What should I be on the lookout for?
It's a dart trap. Lots of darts. Probably an absurd amount of darts. Now that you're looking at these holes.
Look, you said I can ask you 3 things. Don't patronize me. What here is useful or valuable to me?
Well, there's nothing overtly valuable, and there's no way to really disarm the trap from where you are. But the fact that the holes in the walls do not line up with the pressure plate is a very useful piece of information for you. Because while you're on the plate, you're not in line of fire.
Oh, Carl, jump!
Oh!
No, wait,
No,
wait,
no,
wait.
what
no,
about the rest of
everyone
us?
get on the plate, and then we all jump in unison.
Yeah.
It's the worst
It's the
plan.
stupidest idea ever.
We're gonna make it after all.
All right, this is the plan. So,
You gonna do that?
yeah.
Well, can't
Okay.
we leave the room and then have him...
You could also do that, yes. Like, just leave one of you on the plate.
Like, the odds would be much more in our favor.
Yes.
I'm wise.
Maybe
Alright, so who's staying then?
Well, he's
Carl.
on the plate. He fucked up, so...
Yeah, I stepped on the plate.
And he
Carl,
probably has...
I'll do it.
I'm guessing this is a dexterity thing, which I think he has the most of.
Yeah.
Alright, Carl, go ahead and give me your Defy Danger dex.
Okay.
Okay, you did well. The instant that you remove any sort of pressure whatsoever from the plate, darts just fly out of the holes in the walls in front of and behind you. They ricochet around a little bit, but none of them hit you.
Mhm.
And then you land back on the pressure plates. You do this several more times until darts stop coming out. And you have disarmed the
She
trap.
just did
Because it has run out of ammo.
single-player jump rope to save our lives. Carl will become hard like Romero.
That's my bond.
Alright, so this trap has been disarmed.
Yay.
All right.
You have
Alright.
not died.
Carl, is it safe to come back in yet?
Yeah, it's all right. I just
You're
jumped a lot.
alive.
Are you
Alright,
done
he's alive.
twerking in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, no, wait. Hold on. Okay, now you can come in.
All right, let's go back in.
Alright, so you go on in, you continue through the tunnel, you do not stumble upon any more terrible traps. And you, at the end of the tunnel, you come into a large room, like maybe 20 foot by 20 foot.
Ooh.
You see 3 ornate carved stone, casket kind of treasure chest looking things.
Okay. I want to open that.
They're
shit.
just kind of hanging out there. There's not letting the light in here or anything, and there's no other obvious exits from this room.
I go to the furthest one to the left and I open that shit.
Whoa, what about they might be trapped, man?
All right. How am I gonna do
Don't be
this?
so nervous. I do this all the time on my birthday.
I'm starting to
Roll
doubt.
me a D3 so I get a random result here, if you could.
Okay.
There's a D3. That's a thing.
Well, you can just type in whatever.
1.
Okay.
What would a D3 look like, though?
I don't think it's a thing you could actually
A
make.
D3 is a coin, and if it lands on the side, it counts as 3.
Okay.
Makes sense. It's legit.
Okay, so you open the casket kind of chest thing. It's got a lid on it. You just push off.
Oh, did I find the
And,
one that always speaks lies?
You found the one that's actually this one is actually a container.
Hooray.
Looking inside it, you see a ornate rod made of gold. It has a gem at the end of it. It is aesthetically similar to the temple designs,
Okay.
and that's what you find.
Okay. Is it at all magical? Well, I wouldn't know. Hey, Bohan, is this magic?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is yes, it is.
Duh, I said that.
You
Try
don't
to keep
necessarily
up,
know
DM.
what it does, but it is magical. Yes.
Isn't there a move for discerning? I mean, I guess that would be discerning realities again, but specifically
Yes.
for magic items, or am I misremembering?
You would have to just fuck around a bit and try to do things with it.
Yeah, just drink it, see what happens.
Drink a rod? I don't drink rods.
Yeah, what are you talking
Oh, I thought you said a container, like liquid. Sorry.
It's not long. It's maybe 3 feet long.
Yeah. Well, swing it around, see what happens.
I'll take it if you want. I mean,
Following Bohan's wise counsel, I swing it around and see what happens.
As you swing it around, the gem on the end glows and it kind of throws out sparks.
Oh, this is magic as shit.
You think that this isn't the thing is made to do, but it does this as you do it.
No, I'm pretty sure it's a swing sparker. I've heard of these.
The sparkler of might. It is most powerful on the 4th day of the 7th month of the year.
So what are you going to do now? There are still 2 containers in
I'm
this
going to
room.
grab my rod and I'm going to poke the other container with it, the middle one.
As you poke it, the rod kind of squishes into it,
No, what the fuck?
Ew.
and the lid opens, and it has teeth. It is a mimic.
oh, damn it.
I beat it with my rod. Just start smacking that fucker.
Roll me a hack and slash.
Okay. That's gonna be
And you can use dice for this.
okay. 13, motherfucker.
Okay, you beat it around the head and shoulders, and it retreats from you into the corner and closes and shakes.
That's what you
and
get.
does not.
That's what you get for lies.
So are we to understand that there's something inside of this mimic,
Yeah, teeth and a mouth.
but no actual treasure?
Well, maybe you have to look inside it.
Hmm.
Can we just ask it?
It can't talk.
Can I ask it anyway?
You can, yes.
Do you have treasure?
It quivers and hides in the corner.
Oh, well, I feel bad for it.
No, you got it.
Do I have
Show
any
it what
kind
it's
of
done wrong, or it
telekinesis
will
where I
never
could
learn.
force it open and stealing its lunch money?
Do you?
Yeah. It's a
How does-
rhetorical question.
How does this magic work?
Well,
Here we go.
works really well.
I need to describe what will happen when you do this.
Okay, so what I do is I hold both of my hands out, lift the mimic up into the air, spin it so its lid is facing to the ground.
Oh my god, help.
Force it open and then shake it.
Yeah, that's a spell, all right. I've heard of that spell.
Yeah, do cast a spell, please.
Okay. So that's some 2d6 shit. Got a 10.
Okay, nothing goes horribly wrong. You open it up, and you do see that there is nothing inside of it, except a very large and stony-looking tongue. And this thing is terrified. It is shaking and thrashing around, and it is not happy.
Alright, I blow it up.
How so?
Oh, just put some pressure kind of on the inside of the chest and have it explode. Force an explosion in there.
Give me black magic, and we'll say that's going to be reach and forceful for your tags. That makes sense.
It's totally role-playing, guys. Okay, so black magic roll?
Yeah.
Alright. So it's still 2d6, and then just depending on
it's the exact same roll we just did.
Okay, 6.
Oh,
So that means something bad's gonna happen.
Yeah. As you try to do this, and it starts vibrating and spinning with telekinesis power, you lose control, and it goes careening into the other chest in the room, knocking it open. And as that happens, the door behind you slams. A gate comes down, sealing you inside the room.
Oh no, agreed trap.
And water starts pouring in.
Certain to catch any
Water
adventurer.
starts pouring in?
Water starts pouring into the room, yes.
This is not a serrated metal gate, I guess. This is a stone.
It is a stone door.
Yeah, I figured.
I yelled at the mimic to save us.
Okay.
It is. You have killed it, but it went wrong.
Okay. I
killed by
walk
shaking
over to
its
the
death.
mimic with quick thinking, and as the stone door is falling, I boot it like a soccer ball underneath the door so it holds it open.
Give me a defy danger for that one. Probably Dex.
Give me a defy logic roll for this.
This is a squishy mimic, isn't it? I can't believe I just said that.
Well,
It
just the
is kind
tongue
of
part.
squishy, yeah.
That's a 9 on my my defy danger dex.
Okay. You manage to get it under the door. It stops maybe an inch below because it has squished into the mimic pretty well.
Ooh!
And it is still slowly going down, just gushing it out of the way.
I have a thing for this. It's called lift gates. No, it's a part of my sheet.
Yes, this would be a perfect opportunity to do that.
True,
Yes.
yes.
Yeah.
Ben Bar's lift gates.
Yeah, that's one of them.
That's an in
Had a lot of
joke
training
from
living
the
in a
olden
gated community.
days, actually.
I wanna lift that gate, please.
Go ahead and roll your strength.
What is it? I'm sorry, I'm looking for it because I went to the basic moves page.
It's 2d10 plus strength. It's always 2d10. It's always 2d10.
You mean-
Everything is
you mean
2d10.
2d6?
2d6, excuse me. I'm stupid.
While I was doing that, was there anything in that third chest?
No, though, it was just a trap.
9?
Okay, so choose 2 of those things.
2 of those things. Of lifting the gate or bending the bars?
No,
Yeah, there's some bullet
there's
points below
there's
it.
a small list of options under Ben Bar's lift gates that you get to choose from.
Sorry. I'm not seeing this, I'm sorry.
I'll write on your sheet.
Oh,
right
I see it.
Yeah.
Okay, so, two of these things. It doesn't take a very long time. Nothing of value is damaged, I'm not going to bother with. It doesn't take a very long time, is number 1, I think, on my list. Well, then the other 3 I don't really care about. It's
You can just choose one if you want to.
Well, I'll say it doesn't take a very long time, and if I wanted to, I could fix the thing again without a lot of effort.
Okay. So you muscle that thing up, and you're holding it above your head like a weightlifter, just feeling great.
Mm-hmm.
However, it is still exerting pressure on you,
Yeah.
and you feel it growing.
Mm-hmm.
And there's still water pouring in the room. It's spilling out into the tunnel right now,
Yeah.
but it's still coming in.
Yeah.
So now, what are you going to do in this situation?
I'm going to tell everybody to run for the gate while I hold it open. Wait, this gate's going back, isn't it?
No, I mean you're holding it open. It's still trying to come down on top of you. it's trying to close.
Yeah.
But it can't because you're holding it all the way.
But wait, I'm sorry. Is the gates where we came from?
Yeah, that's where you came. But it's a room at the end of a tunnel.
Yeah.
There's no other exits that you've
I'm
seen.
gonna tell everybody, let's get the hell out of here, and then we'll let it. The water's flowing into that room, right? Like, if we were on the other side of the gate.
Yeah, it's like coming from like holes in the walls.
Yeah. I'm like, let's get the hell out of here. I'm holding up this gate. What do you guys
All right,
say?
I'd totally do that. Send Carl through first.
Agreed.
He needs more room.
Yeah, I'm gonna just kind of waddle out of here. I'm sorry I'm taking up so much room. I'm really trying, guys.
No, that's okay. This thing's very light. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I'm very glad you can understand my problem.
I'm going to do a 6 slide under the gate.
It's hormones, I swear.
Run in the tunnel. Romero can manage to just drop the gate behind him and run after you. And it just goes straight down and just like squishes that mimic out of the way. And just goosh goes. You get covered in like gore. It's gross. As you guys run, you notice that water is now pouring out of the walls of the tunnel as well.
Ah.
And when you get to the end of the tunnel, there is a second gate, all the way closed in the way. And the water is like pooling at like your ankles now, is rising.
Man, I got wet socks now.
And we can't go back outside at this point?
There's a second gate like between the end of the hallway and outside.
So this
I
troll is just living here with 3 containers.
The mimic was his friend.
No wonder
They're
it was
roommates.
so angry all the time.
All right.
So what are you going to do about this second similar gate?
Can you bend the
Well-
bars?
No, it's a stone gate. I don't know if I can lift that because it's all the way
Oh,
down.
stone
right?
gate.
Well, I mean,
One
the
second.
text of the move does say, when you use pure strength to destroy an inanimate obstacle.
I just lifted a gate. Now I gotta bash through this thing.
You got to Kool-Aid man it.
I'm gonna help out. I'm gonna roll my aid another, or whatever it's called.
Okay.
The water is now at your knees.
Okay. You got an 8 for aid another. I'm gonna try to bash through a fucking stone gate. I guess.
They
How are we going to bash through it? Describe this to me.
I'm wearing chainmail. God almighty.
Remember, you have a messy, forceful weapon as well.
It's a sword. Alright, I'm gonna...
It's a very large sword. It's like Cloud Strife sword.
Yeah, no, I know it is. I imagine myself as close. No,
I had to tell you that to convince you to do this.
I am basically with all of my might gonna fucking golf swing my sword at this stone gate. But I mean really power in this. And somehow Samuel is assisting me with this, so maybe he provides some torque some way. Like, no, how, well, maybe
Is
he
there
like...
anything I can do to imbue their weapons with more power?
Sure. How are we going to do that? Describe it to me.
I got it. Well, make the sword vibrate. Hold on, I'm going somewhere with this. And when I swing it and hit it, like, it might have some, like, kind of sonic effect on the thing.
Use your magic to turn it into a high-frequency blade.
What
Hey!
he said, yeah.
That was Carl's idea. Carl's
Well, one of your alignments is reckless destruction, so I think this will probably work out.
All right.
So, okay, Bohan, go ahead and roll me that cast spell.
Okay. It's a 10.
Alright. Is, like, Samuel helping me swing this or something with that aid another, or whatever?
Yep, now go ahead and choose one of those things underneath cast spell about the spell you just cast. One of those full bullet points. Just one.
Let's see. The spell won't last long, so you better hurry and swing it.
Alright.
So now I roll,
Go ahead and roll your Ben Bard's Break Gates, yes.
yeah, so that's, what's that, D2 6, or 2D6? Was it again 2D6 plus strength?
Yep,
So
with an extra +1 from my aid, so +3.
Give it a +2, actually.
isn't it already +2 from my strength?
No, another +2 on top of that.
Oh,
Plus one from Samuel, +1 from Bohan for a
Okay.
spell.
So +2.
Yes.
Like that?
You
14.
obliterate the gate. As your sword hits it, it
Yeah.
like digs into a little bit, and then the whole thing just like explodes outward in like shards of stone just go bursting out into the jungle. The water, which has now gotten about to your waist, just like rushes out, and y'all get swept out with it.
Samuel
Hey.
is really hoping for a high five, but nobody's having it.
Yo, by the way, Samuel, You owe me your life.
I hope you weren't confused by what happened to your blade and feared your lack of understanding.
Alright, so you're back outside the temple. Now the only way forward is up the stairs.
That was a big waste of time, wasn't it?
Hey, we got a magic stick.
If this idle thing is right behind the door up top of the stairs, I'm going to be so pissed.
Hey, speaking of the magic stick, I have a staff. Would that be an upgrade for me weapon-wise?
I don't think
You could use it as a staff. Whether it be an upgrade or not is yet to be seen.
Okay. Yeah, you hang on to it for now.
You know it is magical, and you know it does something, but it's like half the length of your quarterstaff. And
the size matters.
it kind of shoots out sparks when you swing around, like with Wally. But it probably does more than that, which maybe you'll find in the future.
You want me to take that off your hands, or do you want to hang on to it?
Keep it. I have ideas with this magic stick.
All right.
It also is made of gold and gems, so
I
it's
will
worth a lot of
definitely keep it.
Keep it away
Wait,
from
now how
Carl.
did he get to have the... Alright, whatever.
He's the one that opened the chest.
I don't care. I want to refine my fame. I don't care about that. Whatever.
Alright, so you guys are gonna... The only thing that now is left to do is climb up the steps of this temple.
Climb up the steps of this temple.
Okay.
Yeah, right. I'll go too.
Same.
Me too, I guess.
Alright, you're just gonna walk right up?
Yes.
Well, I'd say detect traps, but we know how that goes. So forget it.
I already set the whole place on fire.
So you're not gonna detect traps?
It sounds like we should.
Detect.
I'm going to try to detect traps.
How's the troll doing?
10.
He's like a pile of ashes and like gristle.
I think some
So,
traps
very
may
well.
have been detected, if there were any traps to detect.
Wee woo!
Alright, so as you walk up the staircase, go ahead and ask me some questions.
Is there a trap here? And if so, what activates it?
Okay, about 3/4 of the way up the stairs, as you're about to put your foot down one of the steps, you look at it rather closely and notice that it will totally just sink right into the rest of the staircase as you hit it. It's a pressure plate.
Will it make a slide, and will it be fun?
Let's leave that as an option for quick getaways.
It does make a slide, yes. I'll use that as one of the questions because that probably was coming next. Looking back, as you look back down the staircase, you kind of notice like an outline around like the big stone block at the bottom of the staircase, and you think that may have something else to do with this.
You know, if we
Built
let the
this
water
fucking
come
thing.
out, we can make a water park here.
Okay, well, what else is hidden here?
Well, that would have been the hidden room if you had not found it earlier.
Okay. Oh, man.
So you managed to avoid the wacky fun slide, and you all get to the top of the temple ziggurat thing. You're pretty close to the curved top of the cavern now. Like I said, this is like carved out of the wall of the cavern, so it like kind of goes up, slopes up, and then kind of up and away from the top here.
Mhm.
As you hit the door is closed, is covered in like ancient carvings and various other old-timey shit like that. You don't see any obvious way to open it. You do see a very obvious lever on the ground near the top of the staircase.
I would like to try to
Which may open
translate
the
the old-timey shit that you mentioned.
That's going to be a spell lore.
Okay, that's what I'm going to do. What are you thinking? My intelligence is +1, so... 6. I got an 8, which...
Alright, so...
Yeah.
You can kind of discern... It's like a pictorial language.
Okay.
Like hieroglyphics. You see lots of drawings of like snakes and horned figures and like things that would like lead you to think about like ritual sacrifice, all that sort of nasty stuff that old timey civilization used to do. You don't really find any obvious way about opening the temple, but you maybe have learned something about the nature of the temple itself.
Okay. So, what, their priests were just really lazy and they wanted the temple to do all the sacrifice for them? Because that's what it seems like.
Yeah, sure, we'll go with that, yeah.
Let's just build a death trap. I don't want to do the ritual anymore. It's really bringing me down. That's where we found ourselves. Okay.
So, as of yet, I mean, there's this gate here. Like, it's much like the one you burst through earlier, but bigger. Covered in carvings. If you have other things to look at, there's a lever I told you about that's just kind of hanging out on the ground there, ready to be pulled. But looking out, like, there's no other entrances to the temple on the other tiers of the ziggurat. Just kind of up here. And this area is about maybe like 100 foot by like 50 foot or something like that. Wider than is long. I mean, wider than is deep.
Okay.
With the entrance at the back. You don't see any like holes that darts just shoot off.
There must have been a way to get in, at least for maintenance, if nothing else. I mean,
Yeah, how the janitor
Patrol was a janitor?
somebody had to put, the idol in there that we're trying to get. So there is a way. It's probably related to this.
There's a door. You can assume that there's a way to open the door.
Let's just casually push Carl into the lever. So
You're gonna toggle the lever?
no, yes.
Why not throw the lever, see what happens?
Are you all at the top?
Oh,
I'm at the top.
there's Pogs, right? I forgot. Yeah, I guess.
But you, Bohan, what are you doing?
I'll get on the top, but over here.
Okay.
Yeah,
As you pull the lever, that sets off the trap, and the stairs turn to a slide. And at the bottom, the big stone tile at the base of the stairs was seized, and there is like a terrible, deep, spiky pit that things would presumably slide into and die.
But we were all safe on the top.
Yes.
Hooray!
You assume this is like a defensive measure for if someone's coming up and there's defenders, but they don't trigger the trap. You can just set it off.
Oh.
Just in case.
But the step's like 3/4 of the way up by the time they're there. I mean, I guess.
Well, if someone's watching, just casually waiting. Maybe you want to get as many people on the thing as you can, and then toggle it.
Yeah.
Got it.
But that did not open the door?
It did not.
Pull the lever again to make the stairs, hopefully.
Done.
If you toggle back, it does go back to normal.
Oh, cool.
If someone else would like to examine the door more,
Can I
someone goes,
smash it?
That is also an option, yes.
Was that +2, right?
Yep.
Okay, what's it?
Yeah, you managed to blow the door a grievous wound. Go ahead and
Door's
pick
bleeding.
your your things from your sheet.
Alright. Doesn't take a very long time, and nothing of value is damaged.
Okay.
This door's worthless duty.
So as you hit the door, it just falls inward, and this lands, and none of the ancient carvings or anything on it are shattered or broken in any way.
Oh, that's good.
The door never closed again,
Mm-hmm.
and it makes a shitload of noise. But you are able to enter the temple. You all hear noises from within the temple. A lot of them, running around and yelling.
Okay.
Monster
whatnot.
noises,
I
or
put
people
a
yelling
hand up
noises?
to my mouth, lean inside, and say "caw, caw."
You discern no change from the noises from within.
Worth a shot.
So is it not dark in here?
It is kind of dark. There are slits for light to come into, so it's
I forgot my torch.
you still got it. No,
I'll
it
set
went
my
out.
hand on
You
fire.
lost that torch. It's gone.
Boom, my hand's on
Okay,
fire, we can see.
So we're gonna do another montage for the temple. We're gonna start with slowbeef.
Alright.
Alright, so as you are descending through this temple to find the inner sanctum where the relic is stored, What is one of the things that your party comes across that gets in the way?
A barricade. No. What gets in the way? There's a door, but in front of it are two giant stone fists, kind of pushed together in the way of the door.
Okay.
Like they're fist bumping?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Samuel, what do you do to help circumvent this problem? And you will include a roll.
Oh, will I now? Okay. Well, of course, the two, the fist was was pulling double duty. It's both a trap, it just slams down and squishes you, or a barrier. It was clearly triggered for barrier use. So I nimbly climbed up into the workings and found the crank and just cranked it back.
All right. Go ahead and give me some kind of roll to do that without endangering yourself.
Okay.
Because you're in the machinery. People aren't meant to be in there.
Yeah, right. It just like jumping around inside a giant clock.
Yes.
And so that's Defy Danger Dexterity. 10.
All right. You managed to definitely remove the obstruction and not get yourself smashed to pieces.
Awesome.
Excellent. What is the next thing you come across that is blocking
the
way?
next challenge we faced was a giant lake full of acid, and it wasn't just a lake; it was more of a fountain. It was also raining from the sky, the ceiling.
The ceiling.
A continual cycle of acid. It sucked.
All right, Bohan, how do you help circumvent this issue?
Way to dump a big old problem in my lap. Okay, so there's a big old lake of acid, and it's raining acid, and where we have to go is beyond this lake of acid?
Yes.
Well, shit.
I guess more of a swimming pool since we're indoors, but yeah.
Is there any possible way to drain the lake to start with?
Is there?
Well, I figure if you blow a big old hole somewhere so it irrigates somewhere else.
Yes,
that would solve half of the problem.
It would.
So let's try that. I'm gonna blow a big old hole somewhere.
All right. Where and how? What are you doing?
I basically want to crumble part of the wall, or an entire part of the wall, so the lake gets relocated.
Okay. So go ahead and describe the thing you do, and then we'll cast a spell.
All right. Well, so basically force a big old explosion on the far side somewhere, make a wall crumble, and then the acid flows away. And I rolled a 9.
Okay. Go ahead and choose 2 of those bullet points.
See,
and then I'll tell you what happens.
Is this black magic?
It's cast a spell.
Cast a spell.
Because you're helping solve a problem.
All right. Well, I'm going to guess that the spell won't last long because it's raining acid and it'll just refill eventually. And unforeseen side effects.
Okay. that has been noted. Okay, so the acid is still coming down. You feel like if there's a reservoir somewhere, it's very big. So you've solved half the problem. How are you going to take care of the acid raining from the ceiling?
So is it just a big old open sky above us?
Yeah, it's like the top. There's like a bunch of holes in the ceiling of this room, and it's like raining acid, basically. It's like rain, but acid.
Okay,
a lot of drips.
Can I smelt those holes shut using fire?
You could try.
Well, I will.
Go ahead and give me a second casting, then. And then describe what you're doing, like what it looks... Oh!
Rolled a 6.
Okay. As your bolt of fire, you'll probably try to make more like a flamethrower to kind of go across the roof to seal it shut.
Mm-hmm.
You just throw a fireball, and it blows a big hole in the ceiling, and acid just comes gushing out. which is good and bad. It is good in that eventually the acid stops gushing out, and eventually all drains out of the room.
But now the lake
but
is
bad
gone.
because all that acid has gone somewhere.
Right.
You don't know where, but it's gone somewhere.
Mysterious.
And you probably don't want to go in the hole where you blew to make the acid go into, because there's a lot of acid down there.
All right.
So you get through this room and you move on.
Okay.
Bohan, what is the next obstacle you come across?
We come across the source of all of those yells and shrieks that we heard when we come in.
Okay. And I will handle this one then. Go ahead and draw me the room in which this happens. Add like environmental hazards or like columns or whatever the hell you want in there, and then we will have a fight.
Okay. Me draw that, or all of us?
All of you can do it.
Oh, where are we going? I'm sorry.
Just find an empty spot. Draw a room in which you have stumbled onto a bunch of things.
Okay, I'll put it over to the right of the ziggurat.
I was thinking that too. Yeah.
Good teamwork.
Okay, I need to do some stuff while you're doing that.
So, is it a pretty big chamber?
It is fairly good size.
Okay,
yes.
bam, chamber.
Perhaps it is some kind of like ritual chamber or something like that.
Okay, I'm drawing something here.
Okay.
That is a snowman, but made of rock.
Some kind of ancient totem.
Yeah, that works. Oops. How do I undo?
You just hit Control Z.
Oh, just like a regular.
Yeah. Gotta pick all these
Oh,
guys.
it doesn't work on Chrome.
Move 'em.
There's a row of
Alright, I'm making this
columns.
work. There's apparently a fishing line in the room. Like a big hook on a rope. Yeah, there we go.
And
hanging
give
from
me
the
some
ceiling.
kind of like altar dais kind of thing.
Okay.
We're just gonna delete those red lines there.
But the hook. All right, here. Then hang here. Is it nice little chandelier kind of thing?
Hooray!
Okay. Yes, that's good.
That's exactly
Yeah.
what I need.
And
I'm
there's,
gonna add a couple things.
and there's a hook hanging from it.
It's getting crowded in here.
There's,
I'm gonna move this
there's a
all
raised dais.
to. I'm gonna move Bohan for a second,
Oh, okay.
and I move this out of the background layer so we don't keep moving stuff around.
I'm gonna draw a UFO.
What's the button for that? It
It's
is
a button for UFO.
Control Shift down.
And there's a lot of ritual components. So they have like a wheelbarrow here.
Oops, I moved Bohan by accident.
There's
A
a wheelbarrow.
wheelbarrow. Oh, man.
And that looks sort of like a two-legged dog. Face down because it has no front legs.
Our greatest adversary yet.
There we go. Okay, so I got that on background. Who's drawing a dick over there?
Sorry, I'm kind of immature.
Okay, and draw an entrance and exit to the room. Please.
That's what the dick is, I think.
He just gets spurted out in there.
Oh, God.
Alright, and we enter through this door here.
Yeah, we entered through the shaft.
And there's a side exit over here.
Yeah, no, I got it. Oh,
There's another door in the center right there. Okay, cool.
And I'll put yourself by that entrance. Don't be in the room yet.
Okay.
Okay. So, I need to make a couple of notes here so I can keep track of all this stuff.
This whole time, Samuel has just been muttering to himself, and it sounds like ABBA lyrics? I don't know, he's trying to hype himself up.
Well, you can dance.
Move this over here.
No, I'm fine, guys. Nothing. Nope. I wasn't making any noise.
So,
Sounds like a great song to me, Samuel.
No songs. Nope. Don't know what you're talking about. Serious
it
hero
is-
business.
Poem?
Nope.
Okay, as you walk in, you see I mean, ignore that those are kobold kind of guys. They're actually snake men. Just use your imagination. In here, you see a lot of paraphernalia. It looks like the octopus kind of thing that you were talking about.
We have to arrest them for possession of paraphernalia.
Move that there. I'm going to add a thing right here with black. If I can click on
Something
stuff.
dead already?
There is a altar right here in front of that guy that looks kind of magic-y.
Yeah.
It has the arm of the troll on it.
Oh, snap.
Oh man.
It all comes full
They're
circle.
monsters.
As you walk in and they're like chanting and doing shit, and like the room goes dead silent as you walk through the door, and they look at you, and
A record scratch sound plays.
yes,
I think now we could use some fire.
Do they look like pissed or confused?
they look somewhat confused and like not happy that you are here.
Let's just back
Okay.
out slowly.
I, just hyped up on adrenaline and trying really, really hard to impress Romero. Salazar kicks down the door and shouts, "Hey, you, lizard face, get on over here!" And his voice kind of cracks, but hopefully no one noticed.
Okay. The guy in the center by the altar screeches in some terrible slithery tongue that you cannot even
What I
comprehend.
want
I
to
think-
happen, ideally, is for these guys to be situated beneath the chandelier.
Well, the three guys in front actually do charge forward, and they get about to
And
right
that
here,
is when
and
I
they're running.
slash the rope.
Go ahead and do it.
Do you really need a
Are you
roll, or do I
throwing your sword at
just slash the fucking rope?
Okay. Okay. You're just gonna cut. You're not gonna ride it up too. Okay.
Oh,
Then,
hell yeah, I'll
slash
write it up. Good
If you
idea.
can ride it up, then you need a roll. If you're not, then you don't have to.
8 on my acrobatic feat.
That means it just hurt his hand a lot, right?
All right. The chandelier comes crashing to the ground. You pin all three of the snake men. They don't seem to take much damage because it didn't come down as fast as it could have because you're riding it up.
Okay.
But they are stuck on.
Did anybody else want, I guess this is mostly for damsels, but did anybody else want to come along with me on my crazy acrobatic feat?
I do.
No, I'm
late.
good.
Alright, then the two I choose are I end up exactly where I want to be, up in the rafters, and so is Carl.
Woo!
All right. And so put yourself up there.
Okay. Sort of there,
And
I
when you get
guess.
up there, you notice two more guys behind those two columns you did not see when you first walked in.
Aha!
They were waiting for you. But now you have the jump on them.
Eye in the sky, point them out to everybody.
Okay, well, this is a perfect chance for Carl, since you would now have a vantage point at the top of the room. What do you do?
Well, there is that. Okay, actually. So the chandelier is like right in the middle, right?
Yeah, it has hit the ground, and you're like up where it was,
Okay.
like on some rafters, stone rafters.
Would I be able to do a running jump onto a guy and like do like a downward jump stab on him?
Yes, you can do that.
All right.
Get downward on that dog. Snake man, I mean.
What one are you going to attack, and describe it to me, and then roll a hack and slash for this. Actually, give me a defy danger, then a hack and slash.
Okay.
Actually, no, just give me a defy danger. We'll see what happens.
High danger. That's plus dexterity, right?
That's gonna be dex, definitely yes.
Yes.
For this thing.
Yeah, it depends
12.
on rules note. It depends
Okay,
on how you defy danger what you roll, but this is a
Yes.
Dexy move.
Land yourself on one then.
Okay. I'm gonna go after the guy on the altar, or by the altar.
The guy at the top,
Yes.
the red guy. Okay, go ahead and put yourself on top of him.
Okay.
And you may deal damage because your attack was so insane and surprising. He has no time to defend whatsoever.
7.
All right, so let me go ahead and do that.
Good roll.
Let me check my thing here. That is a very good roll. Let's see here. Where's my stats? All right. So now that he has done that, Romero, you see all this happening in front of you, and you want in on the action. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna draw this like a football play, if you don't mind.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so I got
How much?
3 snake men, excuse me.
Yeah, sorry, I just didn't find any box.
That's okay. Now I am going to run around the side of the pillars here, and I'm gonna try to like just baseball swing that snake guy against the pillar. And if he's not dead, I want to start sawing.
Okay. You're just gonna charge then? You're not gonna... I mean...
What, sneak around?
Well, yeah. You're gonna sneak around, you're just gonna like, just full force like run in the room screaming with your sword around the edges.
Are things okay at home, Slowbeef?
I'm not gonna scream. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold the sword like kind of up in the air behind me, but duck down and try to run, like dash. Not, you know what I mean? Not like make. You'll probably hear me coming if you're really listening for it, but I'm not making a huge ruckus.
Okay, then give me a dex, defy danger.
Okay. Slash roll 2d6 plus 1. Whoa.
Okay. As you get about halfway there, a ball of terrible acid explodes right behind you that does not hit you, and you get to that snake man there. He's waiting for you, though. You're not going to be able to just hit him. You're going to have to do a hack and slash to do the rest of your move here.
Okay.
But you have gotten there without getting, melted.
Oh, cool. All right, I didn't even think that. So that's 2d6 plus 2, right, for strength?
Yes.
For hack and slash?
Yep.
Oh, 12 for 12.
You get him good.
Start sawing!
If you choose, you may take a downside for doing extra damage, or you can just do your damage.
Fucking extra damage, please.
Go ahead and roll your D8, D10 plus a D6.
Wait, like this? D10 plus D6?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. You do a lot of damage to him. You bisect him.
Yeah, that's what we're talking
Like,
about.
you and your saw, you just, like, swing, and your sword, like, clips into that column, and he dies.
Should I start sawing the column?
In fact, yeah, well, actually, because you hit the column so hard, it starts a wobbling and a shaking, and it comes down on you.
How disappointed are you that there's no lumberjack class?
So I'm going to need you to roll a d6.
This is a hubris counterattack.
Yes, and you take 3 damage subtracting your armor.
Alright, that was a 2.
Because you chose to take that downside.
Alright, that's fine. That's
So
still,
he just
it
dies.
looks
He's
cool, that's all
He's gone. He's dead. There's a red bloody smear everywhere. And we move over there.
I'm already covered in that troll's blood from sawing before, but hey.
Alright, Bohan, while all this is happening, what do you do?
Okay, well, the only imminent danger left in the room is the guy standing behind the altar and then the hastily put together creature that Slowbeef drew. Oh, and there's one other kobold over there.
Is this one more boss to beat off? Is that what you're saying?
And minding you, you do see the guy behind the altar throw a large ball of acid at Romero while he runs past. It explodes in the corner above you.
But it missed.
Yeah, he missed.
Let's see.
Wait, I'm sorry, the visual is I swing my sword so hard, it bisects the kobold, hits the pillar, and destroys it.
And brings it down upon you. Yes.
That's awesome. Sorry.
This dungeon world.
Really, yeah. There you go.
Into this room, what is the thing that looks like a pigeon eating garbage?
That's a wheelbarrow!
That was the path that Romero took around the room to do his move.
The dark red line going around.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about the grayish.
Yeah, that's a wheelbarrow right there.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's a wheelbarrow made of stone.
Mm. All right. So the 3 kobolds under the chandelier are effectively immobilized right now, right?
Yeah, they got a lot of like stuff on top of them. They're not hurt, but they're like trying to get out. They're like, digging themselves out.
Okay. Is the chandelier flammable at all?
It's made of like metal.
Metal.
Stone.
Okay.
It's not.
All right.
It just kind of glows with like weak magic, nothing
Not even
special.
candles.
All right,
those are
so I'm gonna take cover. I'm gonna go to the wheelbarrow, use it as cover, and then hurl a fireball at the kobold behind this pillar right here that hasn't been touched yet.
Okay, go ahead and give me your spell there. He's got some good cover, so you got to do good.
All right, 9.
Go ahead and choose your tags. You need range because you're shooting at reach, but give me another tag.
Let's go with 2 targets.
Okay. What's the second target?
That weird red thing.
That's just a stat. Okay, it's a stat. You can hit it. Yeah, if you want to. Go ahead and roll your D8 -1 damage then.
Okay, -1.
Yeah, because you're taking -1 damage for the new targets.
Right. 2.
Okay, you do no damage to either of them. Well, because they have armor. You throw 2 fireballs, but they start out big and they just shrink as they hit them, and they kind of just path against your targets, and they just kind of fizzle out.
I cower in the wheelbarrow and hope no one noticed.
So
So you're in the
So
wheelbarrow?
I wait.
That's great.
I'm kind of
way
hiding behind it.
Oh, okay.
I way overshot my goal, and he way undershot the goal.
Yes.
Okay.
So So while this is happening, the guy behind the altar is not pleased with what's going on in here, and he looks up at Samuel, who's initiated all of this mayhem that has started, and he speaks some terrible word of power, and another ball of acid flies out of his hands, screaming straight at you. What do you do?
Okay, at this point is when my second incredible, awesome, surely can't fail plan kicks off. There's a heavy stone up here. I kick it off into the wheelbarrow below, and then I jump onto the handle of the wheelbarrow to launch that stone as a catapult over and hit the guy in the face.
Okay.
Because
I back up a little bit.
I'm awesome.
Go ahead and...
10!
Oh,
man.
you choose 3 of those things on the Daring Devil.
Oh man, I'm on a roll.
Well, tell me what you don't get.
I don't grab anyone with me. So I am exactly where I want to be, which is down here on the floor. I do get... So I do not attract unwanted attention, and I show off and feel fantastic about it.
Okay, as you do that, the stone flies through the air up to back where you were, and it hits the ball of acid as it hits where you would have been, and it explodes, and the acid rains down upon the 3 dudes trapped under that rubble below, under the chandelier.
Wait, isn't Carl still up there?
No, he jumped down.
Yeah,
he's on the altar now.
Right.
The dais.
Wow, this is a lot easier than my dad said it'd be. I mean, all in a day's work, citizens.
That snake man that you tackled, he has pulled out a nasty looking sword.
Oh man!
And he is swinging it just like wildly while you're on top of him, trying to hit you with it to get you off him. What do you do?
Can I, I want to try to parry his sword and then steal it from him in dual wield. I don't know if that's the thing I could do. Can I dual wield?
You can do whatever you want.
I want to dual wield. I'm gonna try and steal this dude's sword. What do I need to do that?
Okay, I'm gonna say you have to do you have to defend for that.
Okay.
Oh my god, there's a dog monster.
So you're gonna have to roll your 2d6 plus con.
Okay. 7.
Okay, you manage to wrench the sword out of his hand, and it clatters to the ground next to the both of you. You're both scrambling for it.
Okay.
What do you do now?
I'm going to take one of my throwing knives, and I'm just going to try and jam it into his eyeball while he's scrambling for the sword.
Okay. That'd be a hack and slash.
Mm-hmm.
Because you just do a melee attack.
That's an 8.
An 8, okay. Roll your damage. That's just your class damage.
1.
Okay, the blow glances off his, like, he has, like, just his scales. It glances off. You don't get him in the eye. And, he hauls back, he just decks you. Right in the mouth. Roll me a d8.
Beautiful face. 8!
Oh, so 9. So subtract your armor from that.
Okay.
And he bodily throws you off of him and runs for his sword, which is somewhere up here. He's running for it.
Carl, how are you feeling?
He's been taking all the hits.
I think my jaw just got shattered.
I wish I said I was worried about you.
That's okay. I have 6 points left.
So Carl's on the ground. He's reeling. As this happens, the main guy, the magic guy, turns to him and starts casting some terrible spell. And Carl is defenseless. He cannot defend against it. What do you do?
Oh,
Everyone
no.
else.
I want to run up. Do I have time to run up on this dude?
We'll say, yeah, you can do. You can do it.
Throw
what
the
do you
sword.
want to do?
Oh,
Sorry, God.
Oh wait. Oh
yeah, that's
no.
awesome. Throw my rapier.
You want to do that?
No, I wanted
Okay,
to throw your sword.
sword.
All
You
right.
can both throw swords if you feel like it.
I want to like spin around once to throw it, like really
Okay.
heave this fucking sword.
Like a discus. You're
Yes.
saying.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me a volley.
What is that's 2d6?
That's 2d6 plus dex.
Oh, I wish I hadn't done that. No, plus 1 dex. 8.
Eight's
Eight.
good.
Okay. So, you have to choose either you need to move somewhere that may put you in danger,
Mm-hmm.
or you do minus 1d6 damage on this. One of the two.
I'll put myself in danger.
Okay. So you just spin around, you kind of lose control, and you get about here next to the kobold pile and the acid, and you stand in it. And you throw your sword mightily. Go ahead and roll me your class damage. Minus a d6.
This better be good.
Wait, so this is roll.
It'd be d10 minus d6.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, excuse me, no, it's just d10 because you took the other one. My bad.
So just roll d10.
Yes.
Sorry, it's just roll d10.
Yes.
4.
Okay. You hit him with your sword. You don't like impale him or anything. It actually kind of hits like flat and knocks him on his ass. And even you, the least magical guy in the room, feels like just magical and just spewing outwards, like he lost control or something.
Uh-huh.
And like the air, you feel like your hair is starting to like crackle and stand on end. Everyone is.
Oh boy.
Like something's gone wrong and it's bad. Samuel, this might be a time to take advantage of this.
At this point, I sheathe my rapier and pull out my magic stick and start swinging it above my head, hoping to provoke a reaction.
Roll me a 2d6 with no
Sparks
modifier.
are going everywhere. 10.
Okay, you feel like the magic in the room is like coalescing around you.
Okay.
But it's not going out from the rod. It's just like congealing around it in like a big blob of like raw
All right.
power.
I want to.
Maybe Bohan could do something with this.
Yeah. All right. I was gonna just try to like stalk up on the guy, but that's a good hint.
You don't think you can really do you can't really do much of this. You don't have the necessary skill.
I'm gonna walk over to Bohan and be like, hey. I would put my hand on his shoulder, but I'm using 2 hands to swing the magic stick.
I use it to bring the big statue to life and have it obey my every command.
Okay. Go ahead.
What?
Describe the action that you do.
Alright, well, I'm
And then
holding
roll your
the
cast a spell.
staff and pointing at the big old statue in the corner and doing some wavy hand shit.
But it's like a snowman.
Yeah, but it's big.
representational.
Oh, sorry.
Slowbeef.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me cast a spell.
2d6?
Yeah, plus it.
Even if it is just a snowman statue, it's still a couple tons of rock. I would not want to be on the business end of that.
Yeah.
Right.
Got a
All
10.
right, go ahead and choose one of the things underneath that.
Under cast a spell?
Cast a spell, yes.
It does much more than I wanted it to.
Okay. you like lift the rod and point it at that statue, and you feel just a wave of raw energy pass through you and out the staff and through the room, and it hits the statue, and it starts to shake and move and like thrash around, but you put so much power into it that magic is just like ricocheting all over the room, hitting the columns, hitting the floor, hitting the ceiling, and like everything is like twitching and shaking and like ripping itself apart now.
It starts serving
That'll
you dinner and sings a bouncy song.
It's not quite so nice and
Carl, the gray stuff, it's delicious.
So as you do this, I will give you one command, and that is all the control you will have.
Okay.
So and you get 5 words or less.
So I can say one thing 5 words or less.
Yes, and that's all you can tell these things to do, and that's all they will understand, and then they would just be out of your control.
Kill all non-humans.
What?
Yeah.
That
You
okay?
have animated the racism golem.
Well, he is from the south.
We all
Okay.
are human, right?
Each of you describe what happens in your general vicinity, and then we will call it a day.
All right.
All right. So somebody who wants to go first?
We'll start with Carl up there on the
Oh man,
on the altar.
stone golem man who, well, So the stone golem just kind of starts picking up this dude next to me, and like he doesn't even really. This dude has no finesse, so he just kind of like grabs this dude. Wait, does this guy have arms? He looks like a snowman.
Yes, it sure does.
Okay,
Does
has
it?
arms.
Yeah, it does.
So it just kind of picks up the dude, and it just kind of puts like his thumb and index finger in the dude's head, and just kind of pops it,
Oh,
and then just drops him.
Oh,
like the kids in the
that
Hall
is
skit.
exactly what happens. It is disgusting, and there's blood everywhere.
I crush your head.
It is awful. Blood flows all over the place, onto the altar, onto the ground. Ugh. Romero, what happens around you?
So, with a wave of magical energy, the stone man's arm becomes a saw.
Well, no. The statue happened. No, just like the entire room is just animating itself.
All right.
So, like the floor, the chandelier, everything. Like what's happening in your vicinity with the stuff that's around you.
with
And
all
those snake men.
the other magic stuff.
Yeah, like
Okay.
everything is like alive suddenly.
The acid starts bubbling up on the snake people, and it's just like there's boils and they're burning, and it starts to light fire. It's almost like little mini saws just cutting into their body. It's so disgusting. I take a step back and weep a little.
You do that as they dissolve
Yes.
into goo and like just kind of fall through the floor.
Yeah.
all right.
Bohan, what happens with that that cart
Yeah,
you're sitting
what's
next
the
to?
wheelbarrow doing?
Make sure whenever it does, it gets that cobalt.
That's your big
fine.
concern? What is the wheelbarrow doing? Where's it in all of this?
What is happening? It is alive. What is it doing?
It just animates and runs like through the snake person hiding behind that bottommost pillar. And then it like backs up and runs over it again and again and again. It just keeps doing that until it's like this ball of goo, and I'm like tripping magic balls over here. Like, holy shit! Did you see that, Samuel?
That is exactly what happens.
Meanwhile, the chandelier has just broken into like 100 pieces, and the wires twisting around to form strange spider and scorpion-like creatures that go out and just finish off any non-human still breathing, and most of them just run out the room to who knows what ends.
That happens, and it actually walks out of the room and it disappears.
A swarm.
Well,
of
I'm
these
sure
things.
that's
what
over.
have we wrought?
Stones start rolling away. The troll arm like gets up like thing and just walks out of the room. The golem breaks through a wall and disappears.
See ya.
I hate hell.
And the columns like are just shaking themselves apart as the bricks just scatter. And the ceiling is coming down. You gotta get
The only
out.
good dwarf is a dead dwarf, says Golem.
Carl's gotta grab the totem thing.
Oh man. Hold on, let me pick up all my teeth that got punched
It's
out.
not in here. The totem is not in here. You have not found it yet.
Oh.
But you are close. You can feel it in your bones as you flee the room. And that is all we will do for today.
It's gonna be one of those things where it turns out the totem was our collective friendship or something this whole time.
No, it's
It was
shaped like
in
an
all of us.
octopus.
Well,
No,
yeah,
why don't we
that's
all
what
The
it,
stack up on
octopus
top of
was
each other, we
inside
kind
us
of
all
like-
along. That's why it was so
Yeah, exactly.
uncomfortable.
Yeah, see, I could have made more fighting, but that was just too good. I couldn't.
All right.
So, quick debrief. Did everyone have fun?
Yes.
yeah.
Do we want to try to reschedule? Scheduling was weird this time. Do we want to try to do to do the part 2 and finally succeed, or I guess
Yeah, I'd like to.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
we need to see
we'll
where
do a
this
second
goes.
part, and that will be the conclusion. You can do that. And I'll just say that anyone who didn't get enough space level, everyone just levels up.
snap.
Yeah,
okay.
It's more, because it's more fun that
Okay.
way.
All right, cool.
So, there's some end of the session things you do in Dungeon World.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, let me go to the list here. Let me go to the moves.
Yes, the end of session move.
Yes. Where is it?
Did
Oh,
we
I
learn
always forget what
something
it
new
is.
and important about the world?
That's it, yes.
Yeah. Don't. This fucking fire guy's an idiot.
Oh.
Crazy.
I learned that magic's fucked up.
Did we overcome a notable monster or enemy?
Did you see how I killed that thing? The snake thing and the pillar?
I think the troll.
You remember
was
when
pretty
we were
notable.
you remember we were hanging on that vine and but we got to the ground safely?
Oh yeah.
Did we loot
Just
a
use the
memorable treasure?
Yeah, the rod.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So for each yes,
Okay.
you mark XP, and we're already automatically leveling up. But it's good to have the questions.
So we're at level
Okay,
2.
and have any of you, do you feel like you've somehow resolved a bond?
I'm
Somehow.
not sure that
I don't think
Sam-
Romero respects me.
Samuel owes me his life because of the flooding water. I mean, I lifted that gate like a motherfucker. I mean, they all-
I showed Carl the power of the arcane arts, but he didn't do much with it.
You did. So maybe now you can change that bond to Carl is fearful of your power over the arcane arts.
Well, I didn't see that guy's head get squished right in front of me.
it's pretty fucked up.
I would say that's resolved, because they just change as you resolve them.
You know what's funny? I do worry about the ability of Bohan, but not to survive in the dungeon. It's
So what do you worry about now?
well, I'm
Just change
fine,
it.
honestly. I'm worried he's gonna burn the shit out of us.
I'm pretty sure that all of you got an experience level up, no matter what, so just do that.
I don't think I failed a single thing. Because I'm awesome.
It's okay. Okay, so
keep
we'll just
doing
leave this here.
those, acrobatic feats and taking the +1 forward and rolling over to the next one.
Okay, so who was the one that described this thing?
Describe what thing?
That, as we we're going through the montage, I think it was
Yes.
Diabetus. Who did I not get to during that?
Me.
Okay, what is the final, or at least the final, as far as you know, barrier between you and the artifact you seek for next time?
Final barrier.
What it lies between you and it?
I'm gonna say. Oh, dude.
Giant Microsoft Connect.
I know, it only recognizes white people.
And my tan skin.
So the statue I brought to life was a big Microsoft Connect.
You can get back to me if you want to.
Yeah, I'm gonna think about it.
I'm gonna use it for planning.
Yeah, I want to think of something good.
Awesome.
Cool. All right. Thank
Okay, so that was a good session. Any final thoughts from Retsutalk?
I hope everyone enjoyed
Fire's
listening
cool.
to it.
I
Yeah,
hope so.
I hope
I had fun.
Leave us your feedback if you enjoyed it. We'll have another session for sure.
Absolutely. This is my first time with it. It was a lot of fun.
Hooray.
Yes.
Woo.
All right. Thanks a bunch, people.
Oh, don't ever tell anyone I did this, please.
Yeah. You gotta just wallow in your shame alone.
Oh,
I've been
and
live
if you
tweeting
want
it
to
the
see
whole time.
more of me doing this sort of thing, at least, there's always Let's Play 13th Age. I'm the GM in that one, and
It's super
we
great.
do have a Dungeon World bonus session in the pipeline. We recorded it a while ago. It should be coming out pretty soon in our update schedule.
All right.
Cool.
And thank you guys for letting me do this. I had a lot of fun.
No, definitely.
Thank you for leading the way.
Thanks.
Yes, that was
Yes,
that was
because I'm
great.
not as popular as you four.
All right, I'll be the first to say goodnight, folks.
Yeah,
Hey,
good night.
Good night.
Line up.